Okay, I started.
I don't think it plays until...
Book of Hours is not a
God.
punishing game unless you want it to
Game
be.
unless you want it to be.
Okay.
That was
Yeah, what does that mean?
Oh, no.
so ominous.
Okay. Let's do audio settings and such. Disappears every time I click away. That's fun. Hold on 1 second.
Doing great.
Okay. Sounds.
Sound. It could go down a little.
Yeah, it's a little loud.
Hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim!
Oh, yeah, put that at 50. Put the ambiance at 50. Put the music at 40.
This sound is the sound effect, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I can't tell what the ambiance...
Oh. Huh. Oh, then I don't know.
Well, we'll probably find
Yeah.
out. Put it at like 70 with the weather and the master volume.
Okay. Alright.
There's a lot of audio effects there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really separate it out. The good, the
Yeah.
bad, the ugly. I don't know, it's doing that thing again, where it gets all blurry.
What the... Why?
I see it fine.
No, it's on the
Can
stream
I
it gets
not-
like this.
Oh,
Hi,
oh.
Mark. Welcome.
Hey, Mark.
It just does this thing because your internet is not that fast. That when you're playing a heavy game, sometimes it doesn't send it fully. I don't know. Because,
Stupid fucking Xfinity.
yeah, I don't know what's up with it. Because, like, I could
Oh,
see
yeah, now
it on...
Now it's a little blurry.
Yeah. I don't know why it does that.
What should I do?
I don't know if there's anything you can do. It just kind of does this. Is this how it was when we played the Strange Horticulture game? It was...
That's so weird. These games aren't like that big. Like it can run. I mean, I guess Nancy's very small, but like I'm fucking running Elden Ring or something.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Okay, what's happening?
I'm trying to figure out how to get the screen to be the right size.
Left click to interact with objects in rooms. Right click to use cursor keys, or use cursor keys to move.
Maybe are there graphic settings? Maybe you turn the graphic settings down. Cause see, like this is perfectly fine. This isn't blurry at all.
Admirable, acceptable.
Yeah, like unfortunately, you might have to play it at acceptable to get it to.
Okay.
Does it look that bad on yours, Kate? Because it doesn't look bad here.
Yeah, now it's translating fine.
No, it looks the same.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. So let's go with that.
Okay.
It's acceptable. Yeah, acceptable is our standard.
Yep.
All right. St. Brandon's
Acceptable
Cove.
is just how I roll.
Here the sea ends and the world begins, or the other way around. After storms, fishermen of Grand Krug village find oddities washed up here.
This seems very... Is this like the same makers as Strange Horticulture or anything like that? Like it's just...
I don't know, but it looks like it.
Yeah. True.
It does look like the same.
I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so what are you doing? What are we doing?
That's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Brankrug Village. What a name.
Sanctuary in the storm. I'll need help to climb the cliffs in the dark, and the locals are suspicious of outsiders more than ever so since the restoration and the new king. Okay. Sure. This game really didn't give you a tutorial at all.
No.
You're like, figure it out. can I interact with? Yes, exactly.
More from this creator. I just want you to know that the first recommendation is Cultist Factory. So, there's that.
Fun. That's my favorite.
They don't do
game.
Cult of the Lamb, do they?
No, that's a different one.
I would love for us to play that though. I've never seen anything about it. I just feel like I'd enjoy it.
It's
Oh,
made
really?
by the same company that makes something I own. What is it? Well, I'll look that up too.
Cult of the Lamb is very, like, community interactive.
Oh, is it? I know very
Yeah.
little about it too.
I don't know that much about it, and I've watched people play it a fair amount. I'm always just kind of confused as to what they're doing.
Well, I'm about to find out.
Okay. Huh?
I forgot
Play.
to fix
Un-
my thing.
Unpause. Okay. Oh. Okay. I really can't get like a little tutorial, like a little help.
Just a
Just a
smidge.
little.
Just a smidgen.
Tree of Wisdom. Scholars and adepts recognize 9 wisdoms, so they disagree where one wisdom ends and another begins. Something for me to think about. Travel the Tree of Wisdoms to learn secrets and to gain elements of the soul. Okay. Okay. I've got none of those. Okay. Nope, those are my settings. One last time, depend on the guidance of strangers. Huh.
Oh,
What?
that's the game. Okay. I see.
God. I truly have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
Hushery.
Is there in the settings any instructions of any sort?
Control me.
No.
No. Okay. Not helpful. Do I click? Our cards need to be stacked at some point. Okay.
Sure. It looks like we're looking at a
Like-
clock of some sort.
How do I get said card?
Or maybe not a clock, I don't know, like a...
Mm-hmm.
The hushery.
Yeah, I saw that too.
What does that in the corner say? It's blurry, like, it's unreadable to me, so...
I can copy stuff to my clipboard.
Here
It's
the
describing the
sea
code.
ends. Yeah, it says here the sea ends and the world begins, or the other way around. After storms, the fishermen of Brankrug village find oddities washed up
But
here.
probably you're supposed to find some oddities washed up here, is my guess.
I've clicked
good
on
guess.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
It won't let me click on anything else. Can I just escape?
Yeah, can you just go somewhere else?
There's a lock there. And a lock here.
There. What
Brankrug
about
is a tile island. At low tide, you could walk there, though you probably shouldn't.
Okay, but what should
What
we
is
do?
what if you click on the shoreline? Like, can you click on the shoreline?
No.
I guess that's what the tidal flats are for.
But I don't know what these are either.
The tidal flats are where I work.
So look for Sienna there.
Yeah, you'll find me there.
I don't see her.
Yeah, I was gonna say the eye on the left. Does that mean anything?
Oh!
You just
Thunder growling, waves pounding, and finally me sprawled on the sodden sand of the beach. There's something in my hand. Powers,
Collect.
expertise, forms.
There's a collect.
there's some cards.
Health,
Cards.
memory storm, and a drowned book.
Okay. What does this mean?
Okay. What do I have left to work with? Salvage what? My memory? Okay.
Can't
Perhaps
get
there's
my
something
thoughts
in the
straight. Perhaps this book can help get pieces together.
There was a storm, it smashed the ship like an egg, but I seized this book as the sea seized me. Then the sea brought me here to Bran Krug. Okay, that's something. Start what? Okay, what's happening? Powers. The heart, relentless beats to protect the skin of the world we understand. The fuck does any of that mean? Windstorm, echo song, the intricacies of mathematics and the principles of flight. Law's touch is lighter than we sometimes think. Okay, I just don't understand what it wants from me now.
Okay, so you craft things by putting like cards together. I'm watching a video, but I'm doing it silently, so I'm gaining very little from this. But okay, you're restoring a library. If you go to your well, somehow there's a library you're supposed to be restoring. Where's the library?
Yeah.
Like, all of the videos have you at this library. So where is it?
I think we get there. Eventually. What does copying to the clipboard do? Where am I supposed to paste stuff?
I don't know. I can't. I wonder if this.
Okay, stop copying things to the clipboard. No. Can't do that. I want to know why it says 5 seconds. Like, what is that? Oh, I was paused. Why was I paused?
How do you even pause?
At the top.
No.
Okay.
I think you have to click the top one.
I was gonna read it. There's a storm.
Oh.
Smashed the ship like an egg, but I seized this book as the sea seized me. Then the sea brought me here to Bran Krug, and Bran Krug is where I wanted to be, but it's hard to remember why. What else did I lose in the storm?
Yeah, this has strange horticulture
Fatigue.
vibes.
Great. I collected fatigue. What else is new?
Yeah, right.
What are the other ones?
They're all fatigue. It also fat, chapped, chore. Now also says fatigued.
Fat, chapped chore? What?
Fet.
What?
They're all F-E-T.
Fet. Oh, okay.
What do I have left to work with? The book? Perhaps this book can help me put the pieces together. Can it? What remains of me? Instinct. The human soul has 9 parts. Exuberance, enthusiasm, instinct all rise from that part of the soul we call chore. Is my chore strong? Recover this. The other 2 will be lost to the sea for now. Oh, so I can either recover...
Could you recover your health? You are half drowned.
We are? How do we know that?
Oh, and I'm dying.
Why are we dying? Where do we know that
Books in
from?
bad
Because
shape
we
are not much better.
because
We're
the
both
ship
level 1
we
dice.
were in a shipwreck.
Right, but do we have a health bar?
No, but that card says our health
Oh.
Oh, I can pause it,
that we're
and
half
that stops the
that
tip
we're
of
half
the
down.
timer.
Were we gonna die in 4.1 seconds?
A minute.
Oh. Okay.
Which half is drowned? It's a good
Okay.
question.
I'm
Tim.
so confused.
So I can salvage right now either basically the part of my soul that dreams, the part of my soul that has eloquence and understanding, or part of my soul that has exuberance, enthusiasm, and instinct. I feel like that one. So we're gonna resume.
All right.
I don't fully know what's going on. So, okay. This is the coast where Brainkrug Isle lies. Wasn't easy to come here, but I don't give up easily. Even so, I know there's no way I can cross to the isle in these seas. I'll need to find shelter for the night. Oh. Collect. I've got a book and I've got some stuff. What do I have left? Oh my god, it never ends. Alright. Metal is my will, self-discipline, and part of us that makes the right choice.
Okay.
Okay.
Or
Sounds important.
Mist, which is soul's memory. Choose a strong wish in a past where you sought voices that had fallen silent. What's that mean? Arab. It's a shadow in the soul's cellar. Pride, fear, hatred, compassion. Okay, so passion. You sought voices that had fallen silent. I don't really understand what that means. Strong metal and a past where you made mistakes. Interesting.
I feel like the one that was like,
Oh wait, one more.
oh,
Lost. I didn't even see that one. Is the light within. Sight, perception, inspiration. Choose a strong frost and a pass with a pursuer who can see the light within you. Anyone?
I feel like the knowledge one, wasn't that about memory?
Wist is the soul's memory.
Like our soul?
Can I use this? This book helped me remember what else. Yeah, I guess. Do it. There's still things I don't remember, but I do remember there's someone in the village who will give me sanctuary if I can get there. Mysteries have been added to your journal. You can begin to investigate them when you and your journal are both dry. Okay. Got it. Examine, appreciate, catalog. Should I consider my old friend's address? No, that can't go there. Doesn't match the slot's requirements. Check the requirements by clicking the slot. Oh. No, I need the other fucking book. How many books did I have on this ship with me, exactly? Or is this just the same book over and over?
Apparently hours of books.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Start. I can't clean anything from this book until I've dried it out carefully. Okay. Well, how do you want me to dry it
you
out?
can start that though. It said
Oh,
start.
there's a second. Oh, this one? What the?
No. When you put the book in the.
I hit start and I went
did
through
that?
and it was like, no, it's still wet.
Oh.
I think I need to get dry before I can look at the book. Oh, good. I have a memory of fear. Awesome.
Wonderful.
Francock
I love
Village
that.
shelter lies nearby. If I can only muster my remaining strength to find help. Chore? Okay. My instincts tells me it might be this way, and without a map, instinct is good as good a compass as any. Just a touch of inability to see. Up and out. Oh no. My chore has been fatigued. The cliffs grow dark against the ragged stars, and then, at last, I see the light of a hurricane lamp bobbing in the dark. As it approaches, a face glimmers above the lamp. I found a friend, although not in the library. Please. What? Oh, talk, although not in the library. Please, that's fun. Except, it's a misconception. Libraries are not completely quiet. They have quiet spaces, but you're allowed to talk in a library.
I have never seen a a librarian shush someone before. Except on TV.
Exactly. Come no closer. What's thy business? I don't have a name. Okay? What do you want from me? What can
We don't remember our name.
Let's give ourselves a name.
an old friend.
But what should we name ourselves?
Do we even have a gender? No.
Are
we
Well,
women?
I mean, the character
I was
on the
gonna say
front is
Shan.
feminine, I'd say.
I was going to say Shan, to make it real confusing if Shan ever joins this. We're playing
Be
this.
someone that'll speak for ye.
I mean,
Of course, since 1930 and the Restoration, the locals have grown ever more suspicious of foreigners. Oh, it does take place in 1930. I forgot.
it's no Yex
There's something in
Fungo,
Brand
but
I know.
That's true.
I feel like
We could just be Yex Fungo again.
there's only one
A
Yex
classic
Fungo.
1930s name.
That's true. Did we ever finish that
No,
game?
we did not.
No.
Should do that eventually. That one streams
I
fine.
think there was a few weeks in a row that you weren't there,
Mm-hmm.
and I kept waiting for you, and then we started playing Nancy Drew, and
That is what happened.
waiting.
That is correct. Kate, can you go to the settings again for me, please?
Mhm.
Shan is supposed to return next week, possibly.
Yeah.
You know?
In theory.
The video settings. Can you try putting it into windowed mode? I just want to see if that helps.
Did it?
And maybe do the UI. Well, the UI, can the UI scaling go up past 100? Like make it bigger?
No.
Okay, that's not helpful then. Well, I just want to see.
That help?
Because sometimes windowed mode somehow makes the. It's currently okay, but we'll see how it lasts. But I can read it right now. So, everybody cross your fingers that it stays readable. Alright. I gotta stop eating this popcorn.
I'm confused. I already did this.
So I went to a, what did I go to? I went somewhere. To a fair last week, like a county fair for my county. And I have this kettle corn still, because I eat snacks very slowly. But it's very good. I didn't expect popcorn to be still good this long. But anyway, it's interesting because, so I grew up going to, county fairs, right? In my home county is the, like, am I stopping you from doing something by telling this story?
No, Dexter just broke into my room and started howling at
I
me,
see.
even though Sarah's here.
I see. Of
Oh, I got
course.
scared.
You wanted to make sure you knew.
Like,
Right.
literally ran in, looked right at me, and started howling at me. I was like, excuse you.
Sounds about right.
Sarah's home.
So I grew up going to county fairs because my home county is like the rural area of New Jersey, right? So county fair was like I'm not going to say it was the thing to do, but most people went to the county fair, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, and I was in, like, man, it's back to being blurry. We had it for, like, while we weren't moving, and then you moved. Oh, okay, it went, I don't know what it's doing.
It's probably just loading.
Maybe. Well, no, because it's still blurry. But...
Ooh, we unlocked the town?
Mm-hmm.
Fun!
Cool. The sweet bones. Okay, now we're back to being nope, man, it's just hopping between blurry and not blurry. But that's fun to look at. Sorry, Tim.
No, Tim, it's not.
But anyway, so it was like the thing to do, right? And so I grew up in 4-H too, and like all of the clubs the 4-H clubs are part of the county fair, and that's like the big thing. This is the 4-H fair, and but all of the clubs in my county were agricultural in nature, you know, like animal husbandry or whatever. I don't know, like show animals too, but like, you know, cows and sheep and horses and rabbits and blah blah blah. Or there were some like crafty things. Like I was in a craft club. I was also in a rabbit club for a year, but that's beside the point. I was mostly in a craft club, right? But that's basically the extent of the 4-H clubs we had. So I went to the county fair for my current county, and it's so different because first of all, in my home county, we had a dedicated fairground that was there all year round, and that's what it was for. It was for the county fair. I mean, there were also other events would be held there, but it was the fairgrounds is what it was. There were permanent like stalls for like horses and sheep and blah 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 there. And so everything was like permanently there, and it wasn't like just a park. In this one, it's just a park that is converted once a year so that there are, like, they put up tents or whatever. But the types of 4-H clubs that they have, they've got, you know, sheep, sure. They didn't have any cows there, I don't think. I didn't see any cows, at least. But they had llamas, or did they have alpacas? It was one of the two. They had, like, a lizard club, and, like, a dog club.
Did you just say a loser?
No, a lizard.
Lizard, that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
I heard loser club, and I was like, that's really rude.
Yeah, right.
That's a really fucked up thing to have as a club. Unless it's like, we're the losers. Like,
yeah, that would be a weird 4-H club to have.
Yeah. Oh, for 4-H, yeah, 100%. That'd be very
yeah.
weird.
But so they've got animals, different animals than we had, but animals still.
Were you speed shear champion 6 years
I never
running?
competed for the animals. Once again, the only animal club I was in was the rabbit club, and we did not shear our rabbits. Mark, I know you have rabbits, so I'm now curious. Do you shear yours?
Well, we do know that we've had experience sheep shearing.
Right, that's true in our Nancy Drew game.
From Nancy Drew. Rides and stays on the sheep. You mean like a
bull riding, but on a sheep?
Like a mechanical bull?
That's true. Lion heads are special. I always wanted a lion head. They're so cute.
Or Angoras.
Well, I did have an Angora. Okay. I had a Jersey Woolly and an Angora, so I had very I had very
The Jersey Woollies are
rabbits.
like a dwarf Angora, aren't
kind
they?
of. Yeah, they're a bit smaller, but
I
they're
think
the fluffy rabbits. But we did not shear them.
Hey, Andrew.
They just lost. They lost their fur on their own.
I'm just imagining a naked rabbit. Now I'm just imagining a naked rabbit.
Yeah. Oh, I miss my Jersey Wool. She was so soft. But I always wanted a lion head because they're so cute. Someday maybe, but
I love Flemish giants.
yeah, those things are.
When I
yeah.
worked at the zoo, we had one.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Loki because
Oh
he was
yeah,
very
you told me
mischievous.
about that, I think.
Yeah, he was fucking huge. We also had a Jersey Wooly.
Oh, you had a Jersey Woolly? Really? What color was it?
Yeah, black.
Nice.
His name was Lenny.
Aw, I love Jersey Woollies.
Yeah, and then before that we had Roger, who was a lop-eared, and then we had a Rex rabbit
Rexes are cute
named
too.
Roger. Oh wait, no, named Rex.
They're all cute.
No, Reggie.
Ah, like my fish.
Yeah.
Mark, I'm imagining that. Wow.
Oh. That reminds me, the Screech Owl where I used to work should probably be losing her head feathers now. They molt at like August, September.
Oh.
She just goes bald.
Nice.
Really funny.
Yeah.
She looks diseased, and
That's what
which is
molting
the
does.
unfortunate part. Yeah. But since she's got like an eye thing, she just looks like even more fucked up.
Yeah. We always had I've never had like a short-haired rabbit. We always had like the ones that are obnoxious. Like my mom, when I was like a small child, my mom had like 4 Angoras, I think. That were just huge, fluffy monsters. And then I got a Jersey Woolly that was my rabbit. And then we had another Angora when I was a bit older. But, yeah. I'm sure they are all obnoxious, but hair-wise, obnoxious is a different level of obnoxious when they're like, the rabbit itself is like this big, and then its hair is this big. But anyway, back to my 4-H thing. So, point being, they didn't have cows and horses here. They had lizards and stuff. Fine. That's all well and good. I did see an alpaca or llama or something. That was cool. But what I found interesting, and what really just made me realize what county I'm in, and the fact that I'm not in, sounds about right. Jeez. But, and that I'm not in the country anymore. Or the rural country.
I thought you meant, I was like, you're definitely still in the country.
The country, you know, that.
The country.
Yeah. Was that the majority of their clubs were non-agricultural in nature. So they have a model train club that's like award-winning or something, I don't know.
Cool.
They had like that's the only like real like barn area they had was house the model train clubs thing. They have a basically remote control vehicles club. They have a robotics club. And then they also have like they have archery, they have coding, they had an anime club, which puts on I think I've mentioned this to you before, Santa, that the 4-H anime club puts on an anime convention in my town that is a thing.
Actually, I don't think
really?
you mentioned this.
Oh, well, yeah, there's an anime convention that...
When did we just lose, Kate?
What's that?
My memories just disappeared.
Oh, great.
Oh, no.
But now I got my core back, whatever.
Your core? I'm gonna assume that's supposed to be core.
Is it CHOR?
Yes.
Yeah, so they had like, I don't know, it's like name just a hobby, and like I think they have a 4-H board games club. They had a 4-H D&D club. They have everything. I'm just like, not that I didn't love my craft club, mind you, but dang do I wish these were things in my county when I was a kid. I would have had all my hobbies a lot sooner.
I would have had my hobbies.
You were in 4-H? Wow, Tim. Did not know that.
Speed corn shucking.
I don't know that they had that. They did have a baking club, but yeah. It's like I was going through these like displays and I was just like, I want to join these clubs. Am I too old for this? The answer is yes. I was like, okay, can I become the leader of this club so that I can weasel my way into joining it and pretend?
I mean,
yeah, I was in a sewing club in that same way. I was in a sewing club for like, well, I told the craft club's leader had 2 clubs, sewing club and a craft club. And I started out in the craft club, and then after a year I was like, hey, I want to join the sewing club. She's like, okay. And then they never had another meeting. So, because I guess everybody else had left. I don't know. She was my my art teacher in elementary school. So, like, everybody in the club were people from my elementary school. So, like there was literally no one outside of that. So, I am definitely qualified to run the anime club, 100%. See, when I joined my current school, I figured at some point, you know, I wanted to weasel my way into becoming the anime club advisor. Instead, I became the D&D club advisor, but, you know, there's still time. You know, like, I gotta figure out who is the anime club advisor. And see, you know, are they near retirement? Since I never joined the anime club in college because I was too embarrassed. Because I was too awkward. And that's saying something because it was the anime club. I'm sure they were also awkward.
Too awkward to join the anime club?
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't want to, you know, show my nerdiness. Despite wearing, like, I actively...
In college?
Yeah, I know. I, like, wore anime t-shirts and stuff.
I was the president of the Quidditch team.
Yeah, it's different.
Like, what?
Those were for athletic nerds, Kate.
Sienna and I were the directors of the honors program.
Yeah, so that's different.
Not so athletic.
Well...
I was also on the board for Quidditch.
Yeah, but again,
even less
the Quidditch
role,
team
I was the secretary
was different.
Right. Sienna was actually on the team.
See, if one of you had joined the anime club, I would have joined it. It's just that I wasn't going to do this alone, also. I wouldn't have joined the Quidditch team alone, either. So it's different.
I mean, considering I didn't watch anime until, like...
Sophomore year. The
sophomore
end of
year?
sophomore year. It was May of sophomore year. Or maybe, I guess it might have been April. It was the end. It's like the last month of school.
Yeah. Well, I would have, I didn't actually really know we had an anime club.
Tim, that's exactly why she wants to be like a professor, is just so she can relive her experience of not joining the anime club in college.
Yep. Relive the experience of not joining the club. Yeah.
Get your second shot.
I'm gonna get there, you know? They say you can't go back, but...
What was the description of the journal, Kate? I couldn't quite read it.
Oh god, it's like Gaelic style. I don't know how to pronounce that. I heard the secret gods speak to one another. I thought that would be the end of my journey, but the more I heard, the more I knew must be missing. And I'm of Hush House, and I will find what has been lost. The Simmergist came Tush House to find the history with the songs that have fallen to silence, but you can complete the game by recording any history. You might wish to begin your studies with the birdsong Wisdom.
What?
Okay.
Sure.
I went to gaming club like 5 times. I wasn't in
Yeah, we
gaming
went
club.
to gaming club. I think
I went
like
to gaming club.
twice or something.
I feel
I
like a lot of
didn't-
our guy friends were in gaming club,
I went a decent amount.
which is why I went. It was just to like
Yeah.
see them. I guess, and hang
Nowadays,
out
I
with
would
them.
definitely have been hydrate. I definitely would have been part of the gaming club, but it's like I wasn't into board games back then. I didn't understand board games, you know.
You weren't in board games or Smash. Like, why even bother?
I didn't understand board games.
You didn't wait. Board games were Smash? What?
No,
Or-
if you weren't into
Oh,
board games or
Smash.
Smash, why
Super
would you go to
Smash
gaming
Bros.
club?
I forgot Smash was a video game, and I was really confused what Smash was for a second. I was like, what is...
They did a lot of Smash tours. They
Yeah,
did like
that's true,
they
they
did like
did.
an annual
Yeah.
like Smash AIDS, right? Where they would do like a Smash fundraiser.
Yeah, they did.
They did do that. I forgot. Yeah, and it's like, and I would never go to that alone once again, and it's like...
Extra Life. Extra Life.
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
Extra Life, yeah.
Like,
I don't think
I
ever.
mean, I would never have
I like
competed.
stopped by Extra Life once, but I didn't actually
I
participate.
don't understand.
I only stopped by because I think one of the mooks like saw me outside and waved me over.
Maybe because I feel like I have a vague memory. I don't know.
I mean,
Well, I don't understand what I'm supposed to put here to get into these places.
yeah. See, I didn't unlock all of my hobbies until it was too late.
I
Unlock.
didn't unlock. I didn't level up enough.
I
in this,
didn't.
skill.
I didn't unlock, my board gaming hobby until grad school. And yeah, I had the anime thing, but like, I was too awkward about that one. And D&D didn't unlock that until after grad school. So,
Midwife's assistance.
too late for college,
She's got some heart. Can I use that here?
Wait, Andrew, what's Take Noko? Is that a food?
Huh?
I mean, sure, it is in time for the rest of my life, but not in time for me to have made, connections with people. I don't know, man.
Guys, there's so many bug
The
bites.
colored bamboo. Oh, the one we played at the board game cafe. I remember. Yes. I forgot that's what it was called.
So, near me, July was like the biting fly season,
Gross.
and now apparently, it's not fun.
Is that why you're all covered
and
in
August?
bites?
Well, no, because August is now the biting gnat season.
Oh.
So they're even tinier. They're even less. Like you notice them even less, and I have like 10 on each arm.
Yeesh. I haven't.
And they're like they're all tiny. Which kind of makes them worse.
I think I've mentioned this before, but I remember growing up being covered in bug bites all the time. Like, I spent a lot of time outside when I was a kid. I was, hadn't unlocked who I am now. I had a different build back then.
Yeah, I went for the outside.
Yeah, I was a
when
very
I was younger,
outsidey
but, now I
child.
go for the gamer build.
Yeah, exactly. I was a very outdoorsy child. Yeah. Anyway, so I was always covered in bug bites and stuff, and I remember I just never didn't have a mosquito bite, And now I truly cannot remember the last time I had one. And it's not like I haven't been outside. I've been outside. I've been around mosquitoes.
No, she played in a log pile, Tim.
No, actually, Tim is completely correct, and I will explain how. I never played in the
I
log
was
pile.
semi-kidding.
No.
I was referring
Yeah, I know
to
you're
your friend who
referring
lived
to
in
the
log
ghost
pile.
that lived in my wood pile, but no, I didn't play in that.
Yeah.
I was too young.
The ghost of the... Oh, I
You
forgot
forgot
about
about my wood
that.
pile ghost.
Also, you were afraid of the
Yeah.
guy who lived
Well,
in
that
the
too, but I was
wood
3
pile.
when we moved, so or something like that. So they weren't gonna let me play in it as a 3-year-old. But anyway, no. Tim is 100% correct that I played in a pile of rocks and dirt. So, growing up, I lived, once again, I will remind you, as I said, farmland, right? I was not on a farm, technically, but I was surrounded by farmland. Like, that's just, everything was farmland. I don't just mean my county was that way, I mean, like, the town I grew up in was the country.
Was the country.
Yeah, so, which I will explain further in a moment. But the point is, so I lived in sort of like a cul-de-sac type thing, but not your,
I thought you were gonna say kind of like a cult.
No, not a cult.
I lived in kind of like a cult thing.
Not your like, suburb cul-de-sac. It was a gravel driveway that went off of the road, and then there were like 5 houses around the gravel driveway, basically, like this big pile of gravel, right? Okay, so when they laid out the gravel driveway, they had extra gravel, and they just and kind of just pushed it into a pile at the end, and this was, like, this, housing area used to be a farm, so, like, all of the houses were farmhouses, they were, like, owned by some family back in the day, I don't know, and it was like, there was the main farmhouse, and then there was like that, their children had like one house, and then there was like the hands, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, there's a bunch of houses in this one area that used to like be a big farm. And so we have got this gravel driveway, but we also, I guess, but we're surrounded by a bunch of like sheds and stuff that are just full of old farm equipment, and we've got this pile of gravel, and then they also had, like, I don't know, they did farming around, and I don't know why, but they dug up a bunch of dirt, and there was a dirt pile right next to the rock pile at the end of this driveway, in front of these old sheds full of farming equipment and stuff, and me and the kids that lived in these houses, because I grew up with child neighbors for a while, actually, we would just play in the rock pile, where we would just, like, dig holes in the rock pile and make, like, a fort out of the rock pile and the dirt pile. So what Tim said is 100% accurate, that I just played in a pile of rocks and dirt for years. And that is why I got I think I've mentioned before, there's this bump on my knee right here that is permanently there, where I lodged a rock in it. It's from playing in the rock pile.
I remember that one.
That's the pile that rock came from the...
Funny that your parents didn't let you play in the wood pile, but they were fine with the rock pile.
Well, once again, I was 3 then, so I'm sure once I was older, it would have been different, but we moved, so we no longer had a wood pile.
True. True. Still funny to me.
Yeah. It was also haunted, so... But yeah, I mean,
True.
we were just, like, again, surrounded by stray cats and rusty farm equipment and and would play in gravel piles, and, like, would just, there was, like, the farmland that was near us. If you walked through, like, one of the farm field that was next to us, you'd end up at this meadow, where there was this big, like, dirt hill, and you could look out over the meadow, and beyond the meadow was like, the big factory, and we would just, like, run around this area and stuff, and it's like, and I think about it now, I'm just like, wow, we probably should have been watched more. Like, there's a lot of dangerous things that I'm listing. Like, I don't know. But, I mean, this is what my mom did when she was a kid, kind of thing. So I guess, I was responsible. I wasn't a stupid child.
Your stories really make it sound like you grew up, like, in the Midwest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it does not sound like we grew up, like, an hour away from each other.
I know. Yeah. Well, I mean, it really was like this pocket of rural area in the middle of suburb everywhere else, you know? It's this like pocket of rural area. This is just how everybody was. Like it's yeah. Like the thing that I think exemplifies the fact that I came from a rural town most is my elementary school was preschool through 8th grade. All one school, had 160 kids total. It was very small, right? The thing that we would do this fundraiser. I don't know if it was every year, but I know we did it more than once. Called that was bingo. It was a kind of bingo. But the way they would do the bingo, have I described this to you before? I feel like I have.
I don't know.
I think you would remember if I had. So,
bingo sounds familiar. I'm assuming you're talking to me.
Yeah, I think it would have been you. Because I know I talked to someone about this recently, but I couldn't remember who, so. But it was, so the way they would do the bingo is they would spray paint it on the ground, on, like, out on the like, fields around, so our school had a big, like, field next to it where we had, like, a soccer field and basketball court and a baseball diamond, playground, all of that, big field, and then and a fence around it. I think we had a second soccer field, actually. We had 2 soccer fields. And then a big fence around it, and then outside of that was an actual farmer's field. And so I think they used the farmer's field for this, not the soccer field, but I'm not sure because I didn't actually attend it. But they spray painted a bingo board on the field somewhere. And, Tim, where do you think this is going? Please, do tell me where you think this is going.
Where could it possibly be going? Tim, how could your brain possibly have gotten there?
I might have told Tim this story. Maybe you're the one that I told recently. But so if I told you, it does. Okay, I think you must have been the person I told recently then. So,
does it include a cow?
So
that's just the weirdest thing to have to ask about a story.
Well, it does include a cow. So now that you know it includes a cow, Sienna, Kate, would you like to guess what we did with the cow?
Wait,
is it a real cow?
Yeah, it's a real cow.
Are you telling me that where the cow poops is where the number was? That's fucking foul.
That's actually very
Also,
funny.
how much does this cow poop?
Cows poop a lot.
Yeah. Were you guys playing bingo all fucking day?
Yeah. They do. So that basically...
How far away do I live right now from your hometown?
An hour and...
Oh, okay. It's not the one that's close to me? That's your other parent?
It's my mom. So an hour and 10 minutes, I think, from that town. Because we live about 20 minutes from where we used to live. So, and I think it's like an hour 10.
And your dad is the one that's closer to me.
Well, used to be. Now he's in Philly. But when he was in New Jersey, yes, he was closer.
I was like, there's no fucking way this was happening 20 minutes from where I live. Because there's just so many people.
Well, my dad lived 45 minutes from where you live, not 20, so yeah. But that's true. It certainly did not happen in the middle of the Pine Barrens. Now it's more like unless you mean where you live now, in which case.
Yes,
oh, okay, yeah, no, that's more like 40?
Okay.
30 or 40 minutes from where you are now. I thought you were talking about in your old where you used to live. So that's how I was. So it's more like 30 minutes from you, I think. If you just go down Route 45, just straight down that, because I think that goes through Mullica Hill.
Absolutely not, Tim.
Yeah, if you want to know where to play bingo.
No fucking shot.
Yeah, so I think that basically explains how rural my town township was. Calling it a town is a stretch because there is no, like, main street at all. It's just, like, this area that is legally a township, but barely connected to itself. But yeah. So. Which is why
we love legally a town.
Yeah, you know. And barely that, because, like, we still, our zip code was the next town over, so it didn't even have its own zip code. Like,
damn.
Yeah, that's why I assume they did it in the farmer's field. It's just that I remember hearing that farmer was, like, mean. But that might have just been kids, like, saying, like, don't jump over the fence, you know, that kind of thing, because someone had at some point. I don't know, but, yeah.
Don't jump over the fence, or Old Man Jenkins will
Exactly,
get you.
like, that kind of thing was, like, the rumor around the kids, but I have absolutely no idea how that farmer was, so... But yeah, it's very, very different, environment to anywhere else I've been.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I am never gonna recover from the bingo.
I told you would remember it if I told you. Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny to me.
It is very funny to me as well.
Yeah, I was, one of the girls in my class was, like owned the cow. Like, that's how, like, it was just, yeah.
Owned the cow?
Yeah, they had a whole cow, like, people in my class had cow farms, and, like, this was just the norm, you know? Like, it's why, it's why, like, whenever I go through, like, an area where, like, fresh farmer fields and stuff, and you can, like, smell the manure and stuff, I'm like...
Manure.
Yeah, I don't know why I pronounced that. Manure. I don't know.
Manure.
You know.
You can smell the manure in the country.
Okay, the manure. I don't actually pronounce it that way. I know I pronounce a lot of things weird, but that one I do pronounce normal. But,
How many syllables does that word have?
2.
To you guys?
Manure.
Manure or manure? Either way, it's 2.
Kate, how do you say that word?
Manure? Manure?
Manure?
I say manure.
Manure. I'm fucked up now because we've said it so many ways.
I thought
3 syllables to me.
Manure.
I pronounce it like manor, but with like a U. Manure. No. Kinda. Not exactly like that, but like it's an O-R.
You pronounce it menorah without the
Yeah, there we go. Like menorah. That's better, but manure. Without the... That's perfect, yes. It's like, well, you know, we've talked about... I never have the same number of syllables as anybody else. We know this, right?
Yeah.
But, like my pronunciation of, you know... What's that thing, that building that you, like, keep, like, artworks in and stuff? What's that called?
Museum?
Oh, God. It always drives me crazy when you say this word. I just keep it inside.
I know.
Museum?
Yeah. Museum.
How do you say it?
Museum.
Museum. It drives me nuts. I never say a word.
I'm convinced that your town was, like, physically located in this state, but had some sort of weird portal to, like, the Midwest in a different decade. Like, I simply don't understand where you say stuff. Like, I don't get it.
I actually went to a museum with Rebecca. And could you imagine how many times that day I heard the word museum?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
See, and you know what's the worst part of this is you guys are actually from New Jersey. Imagine what my friends not from New Jersey talk about, you know? Like, no one likes hearing me speak.
They're gonna have a really skewed idea, skewed perception of how New
Yeah, because
Jerseyans
I'm always
actually
like, you know
talk.
what? Well, here's the thing, is that none of you are technically from where I am from in New Jersey, you know?
No, you're correct.
So, like, I have a Philly accent. That's, you know, what I have going for
That's
me.
wild.
And yet, Sarah doesn't pronounce things like I do. So, you know?
No.
Kate, go ask Sarah how she pronounces it.
I don't think she says museum. Museum. Maybe she does.
Go ask her.
I don't want to get up. Text her.
Okay, I will text her to come into the room. I'm just gonna message her, please come to the stream.
You are
To be fair,
requested.
I have the beginning, like I learned to speak with a New York accent,
Yeah.
and then I moved to Jersey, so it's kind of
I mean,
my accent. When I start
I'm
to get
from,
angry,
like-
or like
I'm
talk
from
fast,
like next door to New
true.
York, so
Yeah, exactly. You guys have that.
I also like
Someone does.
make fun of my mom's accent so much that like sometimes I do it unironically.
I mean, okay. So here's the thing that I recently learned. I was taking the New York Times accent quiz, or I wasn't really taking it because it's outdated and you can't take it anymore. But that's beside the point. When I was in Georgia, a couple of my friends and I were just going through the like quiz itself, even though it wouldn't give us a result. But I had taken it before and it had indeed said I have a Philly, South Jersey accent. So it's not just me. But anyway, I got to one of the questions where where none of the answers went with how I pronounced the thing. And that word is, of course, the word that everybody agrees there is just two pronunciations of. My opinion is that there's a third pronunciation. So the word being, you know, the thing that you make by like burning sugar.
caramel
Oh, I hate that word. Caramel.
Yeah, okay.
or caramel.
Now, yeah, right? Okay, Sienna, say the two ways again.
Caramel
Mhm.
or caramel.
Yeah, so those are the two options, is you say it with 3 syllables like caramel, or 2 syllables like caramel. I say it with I say it with 3 syllables as caramel, and that's not an option.
Oh God. Oh, Rebecca. I'm in pain. You just married the two ways to say it.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't decide.
And that makes me upset.
It's like how, you know, what's the nut that kind of goes with the caramel, you know, like pronunciation,
A pecan.
right? And then
Pecan.
Pecan.
yeah,
How could you possibly say that anywhere else?
pecan.
A pecan?
Pecan. And sometimes I say pecan. So there's pecan or pecan. Those are my two pronunciations.
Oh God, I'm in actual pain. Like,
Yeah, Andrew.
not as bad as music.
That's horrible. Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
you know, this all started with you guys make.
Wait,
I didn't.
Wait,
What?
hold on.
What?
Rebecca,
Yeah.
how do you pronounce that first nut that Andrew said?
He said an almond.
Okay, Kate,
Almond.
almond.
Oh, so you don't pronounce the L, is what you're saying?
No.
Well, you know.
Which is also something I've noticed.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard people
Okay.
say it like
So
that.
wait, I have a question. So Krita in our D&D game
Yeah.
is called what? What is the race that the character
Okay,
Krita is?
before I say, this all originated, like the first time I realized that I had an accent that differed from you guys was for a very specific word. Do any of you remember what that word was?
Donkey.
No, not
Yoke.
on stream. I mean like 10 years ago.
Yoke.
Yeah, that's the
Oh.
one. That's the first
Yoke.
thing you guys ever made fun of me
Oh
for.
my god, that was you?
Yes, it was
Yeah,
me.
that's Rebecca.
Because I pronounce it yolk, and I pronounce it folk, and I pronounce it walk, and talk, and I always pronounce the L. Andrew said, wait a second, Andrew is from my
he's
town. Andrew should agree with me on some of these. He pronounces the L.
He did.
See?
He says he pronounces the
Yeah.
L.
So at least...
I'm still saying he's wrong.
No, well... That's subjective. Well, okay, he's not from my town. Okay, he's not from the original town, but you know, like, you're close enough.
A knock?
What has happened? I've just noticed in the game. Where are we?
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to the game at all, but... Well...
Books are the memory that does not die.
I don't know.
To be fair, my...
Oh wait, can we put the book in the game?
I don't think so. Did I try that?
Yeah, so, you know, Andrew's with me on the L thing. So, I'll take the W on that. Thank you.
Ha 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 ha.
You think that you've won the folk?
There's an L in it. Why?
Wrong.
How am I wrong for pronouncing what's there?
Oh, I don't know. Let's look at so many words that have silent letters or letters you don't pronounce.
I don't know what you're talking
Are
about.
you trying to say W?
Yeah. Yeah.
You think we don't pronounce L's in anything?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this.
So Kate's full name is actually just Kagan. Kagan.
Perfect.
It took me a minute to realize what he was saying in that message. W.
Katen.
W.
Do you pronounce it pterodactyl?
Yeah, really.
Well, not purposefully. Or, I mean, not actually. Hold on. Wait, let me try that again. Sometimes purposefully as a joke, yes. But no, not actually.
Different.
I was like, I'm about to cut stream. Like, I'm about to just turn off my computer and walk away.
Is this damaging your psyche? I can't. There's no way for me to say it. Your psyche. Your psyche. No, I'm kidding. Your psyche. There we go. That's how I could. Yeah. No, I.
It sounds like something else. It sounds like a chutzpah,
Yeah.
like your psyche.
Your psyche.
How do I get a lantern?
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what this game is. I'm just enjoying being right a little bit, but wrong mostly.
I still don't think you're right.
Get too excited about that.
Well,
like,
it's, you know, no one's ever on my side in this argument. So at least I have Andrew for part of it. Part of it, just a little bit.
Yeah, no one's ever on your side because you're wrong.
Or, alternatively, what if I just have the superior accent and all of you...
I know that you believe that, but it's not
Yeah,
true.
we all know that you 100% believe the statement you just said.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
Get this. Why is it pink? What does it mean? Uncatalogued book. How do I catalog it?
I remember so the first time anyone ever... So the Yolk thing was the first time, like, we as a group, like, or you as a group, made fun of me for my accent.
Noticed
Yeah, and, like, growing up in the same town as Andrew, once I was in high school at least, is, like, no one ever said anything, because I think... But there were times where certain things were pointed out. The only time anyone ever said I pronounced something weird was the fact that sometimes in certain situations I pronounce the word adult differently than other people do.
Adult.
Yeah.
I pronounced the L there.
No, I'm not talking about the L. Please don't tell me you don't pronounce the L sometimes.
No.
Adult?
No, I realized what it would sound like without it, and I
guess you could say
definitely
adult.
always say the L.
No, okay, adult. Sometimes you don't say the L.
It's still always adult.
Okay, no, but what Andrew is saying.
Adult.
Right, yeah. And someone, like, said that was weird, and I was like, I think that's just a normal alternate pronunciation.
Yeah, it's like aunt or aunt.
Yeah.
Like, both are correct.
Yeah, so why can't you say that about my pronunciations of things? Both are correct.
Because the rest of them are wrong.
Why?
They're just wrong.
Well,
They're wrong on so many levels. But yeah, I occasionally say adult, but it's more of like,
I think
it's really
I
it's
would-
like if
I
I'm
would-
saying it's the adult.
yeah,
thing to
exactly.
do.
Like I would never use it as a noun. I would use it as an adjective.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Precisely.
My VA Andrew was taking this quiz with me, and there was one of the questions was on the aunt versus aunt debate, and his explanation for
say
that. What?
How do you
I
guys?
always
say
say aunt every time.
I think there was one aunt that I actually pronounced it on.
Interesting.
Oh yes, it was one of it was a. She wasn't really my aunt. She was
Rebecca would
my
like to know how
uncle's
you
daughter.
pronounce the location where there's usually like a bunch of paintings and art and sculptures. What's that? How do you say that word?
Wow, that's a really different
Yeah.
pronunciation than I was expecting. What?
Yeah, the M word.
The M word.
Rebecca pronounces everything weird, so she
We
insists
just
that you
need to
grew up
know.
near her, so she thinks that you might say it how she says it.
Please say it clearly into
Yeah,
the microphone
she
so
might-
we can all hear
Sarah
you.
might say it how you say it.
Oh, I'm nervous. Let's
Just
go to
say
the
it.
Spot. A museum?
Okay.
Say it,
Um,
Rebecca.
Museum.
No. But I've heard people say it that way.
I accept
Hi.
that. Hi.
Miss Tim.
Hi, Tim.
We're
The
flaming.
Louvre.
Museum.
Yeah,
Museum.
museum.
Museum?
I mean, I do.
Museum.
I kind of. There are times when I pronounce it museum.
Museum.
Like I give it a third syllable.
Sounds like it's
but
harder
it's
for you.
yeah, it
though.
doesn't feel right.
Another
Museum.
donkey.
Dunk.
How do you say those islands in like that tropical place?
New Zealand.
Pirates of the.
Oh.
No.
Well, it's kind of
Caribbean.
I say
I don't know
Caribbean.
how it's pronounced.
I think.
I
think I go
rarely
back
say
and
it.
forth.
So,
It-
I go
I
back
talk
and
about it
forth.
so
It
Yeah.
depends on.
Pirates
Yeah,
of
but
the
it depends
Caribbean.
on the, like-
I think I mostly say
See-
Caribbean, but
In my line
Pirates
of
of the Penzance.
work, Caribbean.
I say Pirates of
is,
the Caribbean.
like,
because
or
it
talked
sounds
about,
more
but-
like
But I say
fancy.
Pirates of the Caribbean. But I say like a fish from.
I say
the
the
Caribbean.
Caribbean, but Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that's what I do
Agreed.
too. I think so. I'm not positive.
For why?
So, I
There's
actually have a
no-
question.
There's no good reason for that.
Going back to caramel.
You mean caramel? Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Caramel.
that.
I'm gonna start saying it caramel.
Or
Just really
caramel.
spice
Sorry,
it.
caramel. Caramel. Perfect.
Out.
Caramel.
Caramel.
How do you say the peanut butter candy that begins with an R?
Reese's.
Reese's.
Is it Reese's or Reese's?
Well, Reese's is a monkey.
Reese's?
But Reese's.
Yeah, I don't say Reese's.
Definitely Reese's because
I also
it's
say
REESE apostrophe S, isn't it? So it's Reese.
Yeah, Reese's.
Reese's.
Reese's?
Yeah.
Reese's.
Because Reese owns the candy.
The word has lost all meaning. Well, anyway, my question about caramel is
Caramel.
now: do you say caramelized or caramelization?
Oh, like for like
Caramelized.
when
I say caramel, but I say like caramelized.
Me too.
caramelized onions. Caramelized onion. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I say caramelized onion.
Caramelized.
It's 3 syllables, man.
It's still 3.
Yeah, I caramelized those onions.
Do you remember how Rebecca says the yellow thing in an egg? Yolk.
There's an
Everyone
L.
just
A
quiet.
yoke is a thing for oxen.
Yolk. Dexter.
What are you're about to like have a throw up shit combo back there?
Oh, that sounds awful.
Well, he already threw up on Sarah's bed apparently. So
How the the blanket down, like to watch.
Anyway,
Good
so other Andrew with the aunt thing, I had only ever heard him use the term aunt, right? He always referred to his aunt because he's close with his aunt, right?
Yeah.
And so I assumed that that's the only way he says it. But no, the New York Times had the exact explanation that fits his situation, which is aunt is a concept, aunt is a person. So, like...
Well,
I get
Yeah.
that. I agree.
It's like, what? Why, though?
yeah, but, I mean, it's kind of like the adult-adult
I
thing.
guess. Yeah, but I use adult... I would never use it as
No,
the
but I'm
noun,
saying-
but I will use both
No, I just meant
as
it's
the
similar.
adjective. But you're right, it is similar. Yeah.
But I don't know. A lot of times whenever I talk about the sister of a parent, I say aunt.
Uh-huh.
Except for that one person,
That's interesting.
I would call her aunt.
Interesting.
It went better with her name.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, it's just like, if I said...
I don't know why I'm being secretive about Therese.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. What
So,
are you doing?
Aunt Therese. Or Aunt Therese.
Yeah, I could see it flowing better.
Yeah.
But, like, I guess my thought is if I was just like,
Hey!
hello, smallly.
Hi.
Small. Just a small hi.
What the?
No, see,
fuck?
I guess
Why doesn't this work?
my thought is, like, okay, if I say a sentence about my aunt, and I say, like, oh, wait, no, I'm gonna use this as the way Andrew says it, would be my aunt, right? So I say, I'm going to dinner with my aunt. But now I want to give my aunt a name, and so let's say so my aunt's name is Winnie, so I say, I'm going to dinner with my aunt, and if I add her name, I have to say my Aunt Winnie. It's like, it's the same sentence, I just added one more word at the end, you know, and and I have to have changed the pronunciation. That's why it's weird to me.
That is weird. I'm not gonna change the way I use the word, though.
Well,
English is very silly.
I mean,
Language
you don't
is
change.
weird.
You're not the one who
Oh,
says it
God.
like this, so you wouldn't be
Are we
changing.
gonna talk about, considering this was a group chat with just the three of us because of
Oh yes,
Nancy
please
Drew.
do tell.
we're gonna talk about
Your scavenger
your help
hunt?
that I enlisted.
My God.
So at my job, we had a scavenger hunt yesterday. Happened to be my birthday, but that wasn't why. But it was fun. I got sunburnt.
Fun.
And so a guy that I work with, he had made scavenger hunts in last year. 'Cause he's just like, he does a lot of the like handiwork that has to do with our actual like research. So he does a lot of the like manual work out on the mud flats and is just very like handy and can like MacGyver stuff together. And so he did set up his scavenger hunt again this year. It took them like 2 weeks last time. It took us a day. He was not prepared for us to finish.
Wow.
Oh, bye, Tim.
Hi.
Yeah, so one of the clues was hidden under a PVC pipe that was just coming out of the ground. Like, it was just the cap of a PVC pipe, so it looked... And we have underground piping and stuff, so it looked like it was just the cap to an underground pipe. But the clue was a piece of plastic that, like, outlined a part of our facility and, like, had a little X on this, like, plastic grating. It was crazy. And anyway, the clue on that piping was...
Oh, that's what that
Written-
was. I was trying to figure out what...
Yeah.
I thought it was a mug or something.
No, it was a piece of PVC piping.
Interesting.
and it had a code on it that we did not have. I was like, it's some sort of cipher. Like maybe I like wrote out the alphabet and was like, what if we switch these letters? Like, what could this
Yeah, that's
word
what
be?
I thought it was.
And I was like, I've never been good at these. Whenever they come up in Nancy Drew, you guys are the ones that are good at it. I kind of tend to zone out because I'm like, I look at it and my brain just goes,
No, thank you.
yeah, my brain just doesn't work with that. And so I was like, well, I'll try to figure it out, but I know two people who definitely will be able to figure it out. And I sent it to these two, and and Kate immediately is like, it looks French and Latin.
And backwards.
And, it was French, and it was backwards, and the spacing was messed up.
Insane.
But we found the clue. We found the next clue, which was on the back of the outdoor bathrooms.
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been more help, except that I was taking a nap when you originally sent the text, and then I woke up after Kate had figured it out. I was like, dang it. But
That's fine. We were all literally, we had been like we were sitting like outside. It was so hot outside. We were sitting outside though and like trying to figure it out. And I was like, I'm gonna try to figure this out in the air conditioning. And we went into the living room and just like, we were all just sitting in the living room.
So you were working
with,
together.
Like,
it wasn't like
paper.
a race against other people.
It could be either way. And so like, one of the guys seemed like he was kind of like, yeah, we can work together, but like if it comes down to I know something you don't know, you might not know.
That's
And so actually I found a clue before him, and he was like, so did you find it? I was like, maybe not. And he's like, that means no. It's like, but it was the trace that like was part of our facility, so I was like trying to line it up when he saw me, and so I was like, I can't do this and talk to you at the same time. I was like, you should go look over there. And then I took it out, and he was like, did the others know you have that? And I'm like, yeah, I'm checking it. So we eventually, actually, a few of them were just towards the end, because it was like buried out on the flats, like in the sand.
Damn.
Yeah, and so like we all went and were out there for a while, and two of us were kind of just like, only so many people can fit over there. I didn't have bug spray or sunscreen on, hence why I'm bitten up. And eventually we were like, we're gonna start moseying back, because if it's closer, we don't actually know if this is where it's supposed to be, or even if he hit it yet. But so they ended up finding, but the rest of them ended up finding him later.
I'm very intrigued by the person that made the scavenger.
Yeah, right.
He's an interesting man. He's a very interesting man.
Seems like it. Is this your? Is he one of the people that you live with?
No. No. He doesn't live here. He lives in the area, but he's same position as I am. But he's like worked here for a couple years now. They keep inviting him back because he just does his stuff out on the flats. Because otherwise we'd have to go out there every day, and he's fine
Oh,
with it.
that
And
guy. I think I remember you mentioning
and
him
he'll
before.
roll with the tide. So
Roll with the
Because
tide.
no, literally
Literally,
because
I assume
like
you mean. Yeah.
yeah, because if the tide's out, that's when you can actually work out there. But sometimes low tide is like 7 a.m. And so you're out there by 6.
Oh, that's what I thought you meant. Like he would just go out there when it was high tide and just roll.
Oh
like,
no, I
in
meant
the tide.
No, I meant well, he does stay out there and goes out earlier than most people would. But so like when the tide is still fairly up. but it's going out. And then sometimes he'll work until it's already starting to come back in. We have 2 books, a candle, some tea, and what is that bottle?
I think it's wine. Dandelion wine.
Oh.
I don't really know what I'm doing here.
I haven't known what you've been doing this entire game, so.
You've been crafting, you're crafting stuff. So are we home? Did we find a home?
We found someone's home.
Are we from here?
I don't know what we're doing.
I was like catching things that like some people had said, like the midwife. Didn't she say something about we made her happy or something like that? We made her smile.
I think so.
2 wombs, 1 heart.
Ew, I don't like
A fanciful
that.
account of the early life of the twins. Their time as mortals before they became.
Womb? If they're twins.
2 wombs.
But they're twins.
1 heart.
Isn't that? Are they?
The fanciful. Wait, hold on. I think they're called. I don't know why they're called the twins.
Yeah, I can't.
Their time. I guess they're gods of some sort. Their time as mortals because they became hours and even long in a dry kingdom beyond the Western Sea, which Thurza, the author, suggests might have been. Oh, it got blurry for me.
Ancient Mexico.
Wait, we're in the real world right now?
Man,
It's the
I
30s.
don't know.
It's the 30s, apparently.
I fucked up. I could have gotten
In
with
the real
the
world. I don't know if we're in a real. I don't know if we're in real places though.
Well. But the point is there magic? Has there been magic happening?
Oh, it's slept.
I think there is. I feel like there's magic.
I think I have 2. Oh. But why? Riddle me that. I don't understand.
Why what? Copying things to your clipboard again.
I'm gonna grab some
Like,
water.
at least one of these aspects, it can go here. This has 2 forge. So why? I'm gonna make you go there. Boo! I don't get it. I consider lamp. I have this whole card. Do I have to consider it to get it to possess something?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know how this game
We're about to
works.
find out, though.
Okay. Did we consider the light?
Dust. I burned the light and got a memory. What the fuck? What does that do? What good is that?
You remember the light.
Can I use it to get in here? No, I can't. The fuck? Can I put something here? I can put the book here. A sign. I need everything out of it. Scholars and adepts recognize 9 wisdoms, so they disagree where 1 wisdom ends and another begins. Something for me to think about. Okay. What? Bro.
Well, Mark did say there was card stacking at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Stop copying the clipboard. What?
Does that say Trist?
Trist?
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
I don't understand.
Is that the
I put
card
my
that was
book in the
there?
middle.
Wait, but it was flipped over the other way. Maybe that's just it. You flipped it over.
Okay. I'm confused. Two numbers, 3 rows. Do I just keep having to go pay somebody from out of town? Oh. I just don't get it. Oh, wait. But I got it. You're right. Okay. So moon, moth. What can I consider? Can I consider my letter to the library?
Kate, I have a request.
Yeah.
Could you shrink the window a little bit? Because it's blurring, it's also stretching in this weird way that cuts off the top, like, I can't read the word the letter reads, like I can't see that on the screen. So is the window shrinkable?
Like that?
Well, no, I mean, like, use your like, is there not, you can't, like, drag it to a different size? Yeah, well, maybe that'd just work, I guess, if you just moved it. But yeah, like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Because now at least I can see the whole thing.
Okay. Wish to congratulate me on my appointment as librarian of Hush House. The trust assures me that it will provide the promised stipend each spring, but reminds me that its resources are limited and suggests I seek local assistance in restoring the promises. This is when we are all set up and ready to receive visitors. Okay. So, how am I supposed to write them back? I don't understand. Letters to reply instead, add ink at desk. Joseph arrived safely but wonders why, if so, I haven't yet replied. Okay, well, because maybe I'm dumb. Did that ever occur to you? Where's a desk? I don't have ink. Do I have to reply at the post office? An offering. Ah. Oh, I didn't want to make change.
I don't know why the idea of of going to the post office and making change by accident.
How do I sit at a desk with ink?
Honestly, this person has lost their memory, and it shows. Because we don't know what anything is in this game.
Read the letter. To reply instead, add ink at desk. At a desk. I don't have ink. So riddle me that. Clouds.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Wait, yes, it does. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go find an assistant again. These fucking chuckle fucks, I can't. The Trist? I just don't even know what's happening.
I mean, isn't that what has happened to our character, they've lost their memory, right?
True.
They don't know anything that they're doing, so it makes sense.
Just feel like I'm just spending my money when I don't need to be spending my money. Ah, so tired.
What? Why?
I'm so hungry because I didn't really eat dinner. Okay, collect. I gave a penny to get a penny. Who are you? Surrealist painter. Okay, I could probably use her help. Here, her. See, like, I don't get.
I don't get any of this, so don't ask me. Mostly because I can't read it.
Oh, wait, okay. Well. Okay, they all need assistance no matter what. Okay. Fine. Annoying that I can't just, like, explore on my fucking own. Why do I need somebody's to be up in my business? I don't need these to be all separate. Oh, that's exactly fine. Collect. I've hired you. Great. What traits do you have? Like, why do you have moth as a trait? What does it even mean?
I don't have moth as a trait. Does it mean like you're attracted to light, or you're a night person, or like you have fuzzy wings?
Why do you have fuzzy wings?
Or
Is this bitch not even gonna be able to help me get into any of these rooms? I'm gonna murder her.
is that an option?
Now I just paid you. Oh, you can get me in.
Oh, there you go. I just paid you!
I'm just confused.
Who is this lady?
I don't know. I hired her at the bar.
What is she? Why is she helping you?
This is a surrealist painter.
Okay, I guess she got you into the
I
art
didn't mean to-
room. And you stole some of the art at the museum.
Please, Lady Rowena. These are all
Wasn't
just-
that... Wait, that was on that pedestal, wasn't it?
This? What?
The
No,
pedestal
no,
next to it.
The thing you
Yeah.
accidentally took.
No, move it to the left a little.
Yeah.
Not that I know if this matters, but
I don't either, but I feel like it's better to put things back.
put them back where
I
you
don't
got
know.
them.
Where are we? Like, we're just exploring somebody's house, aren't
I don't
we?
know. Genuinely have no idea what we're doing.
This is the library, isn't
Genuine? Genuine.
Oh.
Oh, that would make sense.
I'm planning to burn something. I won't need a soul card. Do I need to? Am I burning it? I don't need to burn it. Bro. I don't understand the point of this game.
it? Well,
I'm all
for
full of
15 centuries, Hush House was a fortress of knowledge until the fire... that was a sentence. Until the fire. The collection is ruined and the last librarian is gone. Only one with your unique talents can rebuild the library and uncover its mysteries. Enjoy the sweet peace of organizing books and customizing your new home, all while unpeeling centuries of history from the occult stones around you. As the newest librarian, you've chosen solitude, but your influence extends far beyond the walls of Hush House. It's up to you to determine how history is written. So that's what the game is
Okay,
about.
so this is a
You're right.
library, and we are caretakers
Yeah.
of this place, essentially.
In this 20 to 40 hour game, you'll acquire and investigate occult books and curiosities, craft and use inks, memories, and other esoteric tools, study the 9 wisdoms, and conquer the 9 elements of the soul. Guide visitors who come seeking your assistance, gleaning rewards for your help with their investigations. Explore the secret histories and the pantheon of hours that rules them. Restore a vast crumbling edifice built on the foundations of an ancient abbey. I guess that's what you're doing now, is restoring the crumbling edifice. I don't know. Decide your past. Write your own history. Choose from 9 different legacies which determine who you are. What? Did we do that?
Oh, so no. I think as we go and we figure out, because something happened to our memory. We've lost our memory. We are trying to figure out who we are, and as we were trying to figure out who we are, we as players get to create our character.
I see. Yeah, because I
'Cause we
will
get to
avoid
choose
saying what the
what
options
the thing
are
is.
then, for spoilies. But that's the description I got for you.
Okay, it's nighttime, so you won't talk to me. I need a desk with ink. I don't understand. What's over here? I just... All of these rooms need guidance to get into. I really can't do jack fucking shit by myself. For why? Is it evening time yet? Daybreak. Let's chit chat, shall we?
Yeah, see, she always cheers you up. You always cheer me up.
Okay, is she of assistance to me right now? Fuck yeah. Come on, lady. I don't know if you have enough of anything to help me unlock rooms. You don't. 4 grail, you only have 1. I did that all wrong. Can I, like, enhance you somehow?
I'd like to be able to enhance this.
I just don't know. Let's see. Have you been enhanced? You have been enhanced. Can I keep enhancing you? Is there a way to do that? Winter 4. We're talking again. Let's chit chat again. Let's try. Okay. Select. No, you didn't. You didn't enhance. Bitch, why won't you enhance the second time? FR. I consider it. We collaborate with Bevragino. Okay, I'm getting her drunk.
You're getting her drunk.
Apparently.
What a great start to a collaboration.
Help me explore this house. Get drunk.
I mean, maybe she's loose-lipped when she's had a few.
Maybe.
So she's like, oh my gosh, you'll never believe this place. So, here's a secret passage, and here is, where all of the treasure is.
That's definitely what's gonna happen, yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
that you enhanced in a way that benefits me. Fuck yeah, yes you did.
So doubtful, okay? Just gotta have faith.
I just don't. I just don't know what exploring these rooms is really doing for me.
I don't know. I don't understand this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a game that sort of makes you figure things out. I like a challenge, but also I think this is the type of game where that's not how it should work. Like, it should be optional at least. Like, they should have told you at the beginning, you know, by the way, this is how you craft things. This is your goal, you know, or else it feels
they should have it.
kind of pointless.
They should have had a tutorial.
Oh, I found ink!
Woo!
Wait, am I at the desk? Can I just sit here and can I use it right here?
What do we need ink for?
Can I consider the ink?
What does considering do?
I don't know.
What did we need?
No, I don't want to analyze the liquid. Stop. No.
I don't know that you can undo it.
God damn it.
Pause. What does...
It doesn't do anything.
So, what did we need the ink for?
To write my response.
Oh, and so now it's gonna be gone. Is that... Well...
I learned nothing. I got a scent memory. And I killed myself. I'm so irritated.
Well, can you go back in time? Isn't that what that button at the top is for? Going back?
No, it just slows time down.
Oh.
And my memory disappeared, so that's cool.
That is unfortunate.
Slot, bookshelf. Okay. I need to get in here. I need someone with 2 Grail or 2 Sky. Okay. I'm gonna go find a friend. What about you? Will you be my friend? I need an element of the soul. What about Trist? Seems weird. Okay. Lantern. It's got a lantern. Always a pleasure. Thanks. That was helpful. Mr. Kill can always spare a few hours to help a friend. Okay. Now you're my friend. You have Sky and Winter. Come. Come, come. Come, my friend. I need to enhance you. But here's the question. How do I know what you're going to get enhanced with? Let's talk. How do I know? How? But how do I know? Meh. Oh, it shows me, question mark.
Before you actually.
I'm not sure. None of this is enough. Can I collaborate over tea? Hold on. Hold your horse. Can I serve tea? A tea box? No. Let's fuck my drag. How do I get another sky? Like, or another winter? Can I feed you ice?
I feed you ice.
Oh, there's a situation happening outside. Oh, wait. What is that?
Outside of your actual house or outside?
Yes.
Oh, I hear it. Yep.
Kind of a request. Didn't know it was happening. Wow. According to X, formerly Twitter, I'm missing out on ads revenue sharing.
How are you?
Yeah. From like all my 96 followers on Twitter.
I see.
Okay, my sister and I are both a little merrier, but it's not enough. None of it is enough. Needy. Why can't we talk more? We're already collaborating. Each sister can only benefit from one soul card in a day. There are ways to create stronger soul cards. What are those ways, though?
Can you consider them?
I'm considering the tea. What can I...
Consider the tea.
Consider the tea.
This is... Collaborate in this thing. Night has fallen. No, sir, don't leave me. Sir, don't leave me. I don't want to be alone. Dust. Left. Okay, my core is fatigued. Alright, you can't help me get in anywhere, huh? All these doors are locked. I didn't see this door on the end, so maybe... Okay, fine. You can't help me do fucking diddly squat.
Can you consider him?
No.
I'm considering.
Oh, damn.
Look, what? Do I need all these things to consider a book? No. So I don't have any skills. Oh, I should have put in a memory. I didn't even realize I'm stupid. Alright, let me... Here's what I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna take... I am gonna take a 7-minute break to get a snack.
7 minutes.
And go to the bathroom.
Specifically 7? You're gonna count? Should we set a timer?
And when I come back, we're gonna
They're gonna
switch
come
to
back.
Nancy Drew for the next hour.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play this game a little off stream so I can learn how the fuck it works.
I think that's valid. Yeah. Okay.
So let's save. You can look at her creepy little face until I get back.
Beautiful. I'm just
Lovely.
gonna bring it up to this screen instead. But
Oh, but we can enjoy the music.
that's true. The music is in the background. I've changed screens, but the music is in the background. Let's see. Oh, this is a Monday, Wednesday class. Oh no. This one had to do it. That's Monday. Okay. I am currently making my syllabi for next semester because I
Cool.
really need to get on this whole prepping thing for this semester. Yeah, because I mean, I'm not behind necessarily, but classes start in less than 2 weeks, so
Right.
I'm in crunch time. Which means the nerves are, you know.
Sorry about that.
It's not something to be sorry about, just...
No, no one likes the end of summer.
Well, that's true. So, Andrew, what's going on is Kate is in the bathroom, and we are switching games at the moment, once Kate comes back. So, we're just taking a little break.
Yeah.
Trying to think if I talked about my main thing that I had to talk about, which was 4-H, apparently, and then my accent. But, let's see. I feel like there was something else they thought to bring up. Well, what else happened to me this week? What have I been doing besides working on my syllabus? That's a...
Syllabi.
You know, I read once that is actually incorrect to say syllabi. Not...
Yeah, I feel like I heard that somewhere too.
And so I hesitate to say it, even though everybody around me says it. And I mean, I still say it when other people say it, but like...
What else are you gonna say? Syllabuses?
Syllabuses. Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. You know, there was a time when I wanted to, I decided I wanted everything to, like, what am I trying to say? I feel like this may have been a conversation with Andrew, though I'm not certain of that, where I decided I was going to pluralize everything with an I instead of an S. So,
I love that.
yeah. I don't know if he'll remember that, or if it was even him that I was talking to about this, but yeah. No, it might not have been him. I think I do remember who it was. It was someone in my 4-H club. Okay, so not this Andrew. Yeah, it was someone in my 4-H club. I remember this, I think.
Huh.
I think. Perhaps. I don't know. But, yeah. Maybe I should bring that back.
Yeah?
Yeah, who needs S's anymore? They get confusing when your word ends in an S already, so... I'm just gonna start calling it a syllabusi. And upset everybody.
I kind of like that, though.
Yeah.
What's the... There's like a really weird pluralization. No, definitely not. Oh god, what is it? It's like...
The octopi thing, which is also incorrect.
No,
because
not that one.
See, that's the one that is actually incorrect because it's a...
Octopods.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's Greek, not Latin, I think, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, I believe so. God, what is it? It's like... no, I guess not. Never mind. That's also like syllabus. I was gonna say, alumni is plural already. So,
Yeah.
alumnus is...
Yeah, alumnus is the singular. Yeah. That's normal.
So, syllabus.
Yeah.
Syllabi.
Yes, that's correct. Well, it's correct in that in Latin, the U.S., like, this is a Latin rule that U.S. is singular, I is plural. And that's normal in Latin. But, like, I guess the argument is that these aren't actually Latin words or something like that. And we're not speaking Latin, so why would we pluralize in Latin?
So do you think it's syllabod?
Syllabod! I want it to be syllabod.
Like,
no, I don't know. Maybe. You know what? Maybe. No, I think, well, I don't know.
I think we should normalize
that. Syllabod.
Syllabod. Change all... Hear ye. Change all plurals of U.S. words.
To the...
Like
yeah, let's normalize Greek.
To the Greek OD.
Perfect.
A la octopod. That means syllabus becomes syllabod.
So I'm reading a dictionary.com article about this. Syllabus derives from New Latin, probably from a misreading in manuscript.
Not that old.
Yeah, not Old Latin. In manuscript of the Roman writer Cicero, of the misreading of the word city bus. City bus, basically, no. I'm sure I just didn't pronounce that right, but it's fine. Which is a plural form of the word referring to a label on a papyrus roll. Such as one specifying its title and author. Syllabus is an example of the class of Latin words that end in US and get pluralized by replacing US with I. Many English words with strong roots in Latin have retained this pluralization pattern, including alumnus, alumni, and stimulus, stimuli. In the case of syllabus, both syllabi and the regular plural syllabuses are commonly used. There are a few other cases of Latin-derived terms in which both endings are used, most famously octopus is octopi. I thought it was Greek. Platypus is platypi, cactus is cacti, and thesaurus is thesauri. Still, in all these cases, it's more common to pluralize with the plain old es. Is it more common?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean either one. Both maybe, but... Okay, this article isn't being pretentious about it like the article I read before, apparently.
I was thinking that it was pretty much just... Well, because I had heard that octopus... oh god, that was just in my ears.
Yeah.
That octopi and octopuses were both correct. But octopods is a lot of times used in, like, the science world because their grouping name is octopoda.
Okay.
What
So
began this
that's why
conversation?
We were discussing
We're talking about
syllabi
the-
versus syllabuses. And we've
or
Which one was
syllabods,
correct?
Rebecca.
yeah. And
Oh,
we've decided
or
syllabods
syllabods.
is the correct answer.
Who is we? Because it's Latin and it's syllabi.
Well, it's New Latin.
Not that old Latin.
Mm-mm.
No, well, so I was saying that there was a time in my youth when I decided that I was just going to pluralize everything with an I, and just
Okay.
forget about S's entirely. And
Interesting.
yeah, you know, as you do. And so I've decided to split the difference and call it a syllabusi.
Syllabusi.
Why is that? Is there like just a
Okay.
little blue like circle in the like loading
Yeah, there's,
circle?
like, a-
Why is that there?
Loading circle in the middle of the screen.
Do you see that, Kate?
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, I see it on the screen.
Okay,
I,
it's
like,
gone
looked over
now.
it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright. It was not showing up.
Okay,
Here's
hold
the
on.
problem Is
I found.
Did you find your pretentious
Well, I don't know if
article?
this isn't the pretentious article, but I need to read it anyway. Hold on. Where did it say it? Oh man, it was someone's comment on an article. Where is it? Where did it go? Where did it go? It was in the, you know, it was a thing that was in the, like, description on Google, but then I can't find it.
Oh.
There's so many comments here. Where did it go? Well, anyway, so someone commented on this. Since syllabus is from Greek and not Latin, the prescriptively correct plural of syllabus is syllabantes. I'm sure that's not how it's pronounced, but no one would understand that,
Syllabantes.
so we don't do that. So and there's a lot of people in these comments saying it's it's Greek. So like, is it?
Syllabantes.
I want it to be syllabantes.
I really want it to be syllabantes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Those colors along the bottom must be why Beauregard's tombstone is
Okay.
important.
Beauregard.
I need something to know.
Source: one of my professors from a graduate level linguistics course, CSU Long Beach. So there is the one person who has decided this is the case in this, like, so many people commenting on here. But there's just so much argument. Oh my god. Why is that the one that got... There's 131 comments, and that one's like comment 100 or whatever. Why is that the one that Google decided was the most important? It's like Google knew I was looking for the weirdest answer.
Oh, you want to know the weird reason? Google just knows you.
Well, Google does know you.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you want it to or not.
Okay. Bitch, can I do that thing in Charlotte's room now?
Okay. Is it Greek or Latin? Is syllabus from Greek or Latin? No one... Okay, this one says the word syllabus derives from modern Latin, in turn from a misreading of the Greek. Okay. So it's both!
Goodness. It's just.
So this
it's
is
all
why
of
it
the
could...
above.
Corner to the top right corner.
Syllabantes, which is definitely not how you
Syllabantes.
pronounce it in Greek, I'm sure. But, you know, Syllabantes is.
I thought it was Syllabante.
I don't know. It ended in an S. It was Ontes. So,
Oh.
Syllabantes.
Syllabante. Definitely does not sound Greek.
No, it doesn't. So it's both Latin and Greek. And so just all the pretentious people are like, well, it's Greek, so let's, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah. But everybody else is like, well, it's Greek through Latin. I mean, it's Latin through Greek, so, like, we're gonna use the Latin.
Oh, I'm going to the wrong fucking corner. Stupid.
I forgot that I would actually know how this game works. So what are we doing? What's this puzzle? Do you have just a picture or something?
Boom.
Oh, you just had a picture to work from or something. Okay.
I had to follow a pattern from one quarter to the other.
I see.
But I was going to the wrong corner at first, so I was very confused.
Passages are no longer safe. Oh, I should change the thing. What game is this? This is,
Ghost of Thornton.
Thank you.
Okay, passages are no longer safe. It becomes necessary to hide them. Unlock the clocks and strike 12 on all 5 together. Okay.
What is happening in this game? I need a name. Rolling for clocks.
How do I do this?
Ghosts. Georgia.
Just ghosts?
Rolling for ghosts in Ghost of Thornton Hall? No, I don't think so.
Yes.
Georgian ghosts.
Rolling for a fucking clue.
Yes, do that one,
I'm gonna
please.
not do that, actually. Rolling for...
What about just rolling for a clue?
Rolling for help, yeah. No, that's not specific enough, because you could say that about every Nancy game. No, I need... Rolling for, Okay, I got it. That's not how that's spelled.
Oh wait, can I fuck with these clocks? Oh god, Rebecca.
What?
I don't...
Yeah?
Can I wait? Oh, do I set them all to 12 myself?
Why'd you say my name? Like, I have something to do with this.
Because if it's not, then it's a puzzle that I don't even begin to understand how to do. Okay.
How do you spell cemetery?
Cemetary.
That's what I wrote, and it's underlining it. No, Cemetary. Tery.
Cemetery?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what... Oh, I didn't even... Wait, no, yeah. Oh, okay, he wrote it twice. I was like, that is not what Andrew just wrote. Cemetery.
Yeah, no, it's the E. I googled it.
Symmetry.
Cemetery.
Cemetery.
Shit, did I have it and I fucking zoomed right past it?
Really, I could have just left it as rolling for reading comprehension.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm going to title it when I put it on YouTube. So, because I'm not going to cut the 2 videos.
Yeah.
If I ever remember to put it on YouTube, I haven't done that in like 2 months, but we've only like streamed 3 times, so it's fine.
It said to set them all to 12 and I did that.
Then
I don't want to unlock it. It's going to change them.
But isn't if you don't know
Wait,
what?
what? I'm confused.
Can't you spin that? Is that not the lock that you have?
I think I have to somehow time how fast
Wait,
they move. Do you see?
Yeah. Oh, I see. So they have to because it says have them strike 12, not. Yeah, I see the problem.
Dude, I can't even begin to figure that out. My brain is not there. Mentally.
Okay, well, what's the slow? So the slowest one is the one on the far right. You think? Well, look where they ended up. That's what you have to figure out is where when they all stop. Where are they?
Mm-hmm. You're right. Okay. 6, 12,
3.
3, 6, 3. Okay.
Yeah. So you just have to set the 3's 3 hours back from 12, and the 6's 6 hours back from 12, and then you're good.
So the 6s should already be where they need to be. These guys just need to be at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let's see if that works.
Tim, you guess.
Correct, Tim. I want to figure out how the fuck it's supposed to work. Because I was just kind of winging it, and not well. So I figured I'd go wing a different game, not well. You know.
Well, this one's going well, I think, now.
Why does it take so goddamn long? Hey,
We've done it.
yes. I'm glad at least that I wasn't just stupid the very first time I tried to do it, and that we had to wait for something. Because I was like, I simply don't understand what we're doing here. I don't really want to go in here, though. To be honest.
So.
You mean you don't want to be in with the eerie singing?
Oop, Claire is leaving.
Coast is clear.
Coast is clear, time to snoop.
Finally! Oh.
Interesting, it goes here. So, it's locked, okay.
The right combination.
What? Man, I wrote it down. Where did I write it down?
In Nancy's notes.
No. Oh, I wrote it on my phone.
So, I think the moral of the syllabus story is that it was based on a misspelling of a Greek word that was written by a Latin writer, but was adapted from from that Latin writing into English. So because of that, we consider it to be a Latin word.
God,
Hold
that's
on,
confusing.
Turn on 3 and 5.
It's Greek. Some Latin guy translated it to Latin.
Miswrote it in Latin.
Miswrote
He didn't
it in
translate
Latin.
it. He just
Locked.
Got it.
The story, Tim, is
And,
we're trying to decide what the plural of syllabus is.
Okay, guys, wait. Hold on.
What?
This is the clue. This is this thing.
Uh-huh.
The briefcase where it's like, oh. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Did we get all those answers?
3, turn on 5. Hold on. I'm just stupid.
Did we?
I was just not paying attention to the clue.
Oh, I see. So, as I was saying, so we've got this Greek word that was, syllabos, I think.
Syllabod.
No, that's not. I'm not saying that's the. Well, okay.
Syllabotin?
Yeah. Not. No. Oh, wait. Okay.
This must
Syllabus
be
appears to
Jasper's
be
movie.
It's a very
a
bougie necklace.
corrupt reading of. Okay, so syllabus in some early printed editions, but the reading indicates correct. Okay, so city boss was Greek, was translated into Latin from Greek spelling into Latin spelling, but was misspelled into syllabus, which was then Anglified into syllabus.
Hey, I found the necklace.
Or something like that. And so it is both Greek and Latin, sort of, kind of. But syllabus itself is Latin because
Fast as you can.
it was because syllabus didn't exist in Greek. Citybus did. So the answer is it's an English word and it should be syllabuses. But
That is not the answer.
well,
I found the locket.
Oh, I already have the locket. Sweet.
I can't open it. I'm going to need your help.
This looks like it matches one of the notes I found.
Wait, so who is this girl now? I think I missed one.
She's the missing girl.
oh yeah, we found the missing girl last time you weren't here.
And where is she? Did she run away?
Yeah.
She's hiding under the house.
Yeah.
With the crazy aunt.
With the crazy
Yeah.
aunt? Like, they both know about each other?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What is this we found?
Did that.
This apparently looks like a note that I have, but I call bullshit on that. Oh, is it this?
That one.
Damn it. Mom. See, like,
Why
what?
does it look like that?
Mom?
I don't think it
I
looks
assume
like
the
that.
outside,
But look.
but
Wait, oh, I guess
Yeah,
it
it's like
does. It has the.
What did she just say? Did she say something? But, like,
Can you.
MO 1876, right? Like, what?
No, it says mom.
I know, but, like,
The M
I
is a
don't.
little erased?
Mm-hmm. But I also know O.
1A. Well, is A. Hold on. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Is there an H on there? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E, F. Is there an F on there?
No.
No.
Then I don't know. Because I was thinking maybe 1867 was. Is A is 1, H is 8, but 6 is F, and then G, and I guess neither F nor G are there, so. Where did. Are we. Can we take this
Can we
thing with
give her
us?
that
Like,
clue?
what is this? What is this thing?
It's a locket that goes into the necklace.
Are those middle things buttons that you can click, or is it only the out ones that you can click?
No,
Okay.
they're not. You can only click the outer.
Okay. Mom, 1867, right. Okay, hold on.
Do you think it could be...
Let me see
wait,
if anyone
hold-
was born
wait.
or died in 1867. Hiriam?
Hiram.
Hiram?
Hiriam.
H-I-R-A.
Okay. Right? Is the right.
Wait, Hiriam?
What's his name?
What's the W part?
It is.
Well,
Just doing that does nothing.
Can you go back to the sketch real quick?
This?
Yeah. I
Hold
just
on,
want
let
to
me
see something.
look. And she says son.
Yeah.
I thought she said.
Well,
Oh, wait,
who
let
is
me just take a picture.
mom?
Oh, wait. Yeah,
Is
go,
mom...
maybe. Hold on, wait. Let me just take a picture. Oh,
His mom is Sarah Emma Wakeman.
Whose mom?
Hiram.
Not his mom. I mean, like, who wrote this clue?
Oh,
Charlotte.
I don't know.
So
Charlotte.
who's Charlotte's mom? Wait, why did Charlotte write the clue? Charlotte's been dead forever. But okay.
I found it.
I don't remember. Okay, so who's Charlotte's mom then?
Where is she?
Mariana.
Is that?
Okay.
Has nothing with the year
Mariana.
1860.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying maybe you have to do both. Like, there's 3 different
Miriam.
things you have to do.
And then Wright.
Yeah, is there anyone
don't
who
know
has
last
the
name
last name
Wright.
Wright?
Emmeline. Are all these letters on here? Mariana. And here I am. And
I got EMIL.
Can you-
Is that a Y or a V?
Yeah.
A V.
they're all on here, so let me try their
Wait, I
names.
thought you said Emily. There's no Y.
Emmeline.
Oh, Emmeline. I
Emmeline.
see. Okay. Yeah.
Could you humor me real quick? Because mine won't take very long. Just going from the right of the arrow, if you count out 1, 8, 6, 7.
What does mom mean then?
I don't know. It was just
8, 6, 7.
okay.
Also,
never
how
mind.
does it know when I'm right? Like, is it going to count? Like, do I have to
I'm
back
assuming-
out? I
Yeah,
can't
what's
back
the
out, so
I feel like something's gonna happen. No.
Yeah.
I just mean, like, when will it? Will it
I think
just?
it'll just
if I
work
start
when you
doing
finish it,
correctly?
presumably.
Ah,
See?
Oh. Oh, so it's multiple.
Mm-hmm.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Faller.
Here you go.
We've done it.
What's it say?
What's it say?
I'm gonna go see her myself.
Bitch! I just helped you!
If I can get this working, it should light up the tunnel.
If I can get this working, it should light up the tunnel.
Motor won't work
What?
unless they find a way to move that ball bearing
Okay.
down into the
Motor
shaft.
won't work. Where am I trying to get the ball? Here?
Yeah.
Well, you've made it so that you have to reset, because that'll never go back. So you have to get there without doing that? Maybe?
But how?
No, that doesn't make sense, because...
Wait, I'm confused. How do you have to get through here?
I'm confused too, if it makes you feel better.
Yeah, wait.
One.
Can you...
I can pull it back up.
Can you? Oh, okay.
Like if I go. to
Oh,
the
then
left.
keep going, I guess.
Could you go?
Wait, but then if that's closed, won't it always be closed?
Unless I can get this back. Okay, wait. If I can get that back up,
Mm.
but you don't come out, bro. This is a Rebecca puzzle.
If Rebecca understood what was going on physically, it is a Rebecca puzzle. Like,
Okay, here we go. Run, Forrest,
you're not
run.
gonna be able to get through there, are you? Oh wait, maybe you can just push it. Never mind. I see. I see. There's it. You can't. Okay, I get it now. But
No,
I
yeah.
still don't
Okay,
understand.
So now I just.
And now you have to go
Now
back
you
through.
go back through. I see.
To go forward, to move back.
in theory, I feel like I'm gonna get caught right at the end. It's gonna be like, you thought wrong. Yep, I thought wrong, because now I'm stuck.
Yeah, you were probably supposed to go through the other side that you haven't used to put it back.
What do you mean?
Like,
Go back down.
well, no, you have to put it back the way it was when you, no. Put it back the way it was when you, no. Down. Okay. Over. No.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, pause. Stop moving for a second. Yeah, there.
I
okay.
got it.
Okay. No, where you? What do you? Okay, you did it.
She got
Okay,
it.
you got it. Okay. Yeah, that works.
But nothing happened. Oh, there we go.
Patience.
I was gonna say I hear something.
I can't hear it
I.
really on my end. It's like very low for some reason.
Weird.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, am I done? Can I walk away? I lit up the tunnels. So where am I? Tasks. I
Still have to do that.
didn't discover the secret contents of the locker. Of the locket.
Can't check that off yet.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I opened it and that bitch ran away from me. So how is that my fault?
Yeah, we didn't even look. We just opened it and just like.
And she was like, I'll deal with this.
Well, she probably snatched it away as soon as we were able to open it.
Apparently.
You in Charlotte's room? Did this serve me any purpose? Oh, no. I forgot I went to there. Okay. Let's see. Is anyone rowing in the cemetery? Homie's gone. Okay. Where is everybody? Well, I hate when it does that.
Wait, it just does that sometimes?
Yeah.
The coffins just move?
Yep.
Oh, that's... I hate that. Wow, I missed a lot of this game.
Yeah.
Things just happen out of the corner of your eye,
Yeah.
like all the time in this game.
No, literally, it's so annoying.
Like the croissant.
What?
What do you mean, what? You know, the croissant.
Oh, ew, yeah.
What?
It's a weird, like, monster-looking thing. I found Charlie in the coach. She was really upset. You found what?
Because she came over to me. I could tell she wanted to say something. But it was like someone took her voice.
You found Charlotte there? Charlotte, the dead woman?
Charlotte? She was alive?
Yeah.
She wants me to give this to you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Dig behind the next symbol in the sequence. I need a mirror, I guess.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so number 6.
So dig behind 6?
I wish
What's
I had
that
known what to
mean?
do that night. I wish I could have saved her.
You were just a kid.
Yeah, and I acted like a kid and ran away. I never told anyone this. Now, I'm afraid whoever did it took
Well,
Jess.
I'd better get going. I know that no one took Jess, but I'm not going to tell you that, I guess. And give you any peace
No,
of
he
mind.
said that out loud.
What?
He was the one that said that. You didn't say that.
No, I know.
No, but
he said
he said,
about whoever took Jess.
oh, I thought okay, I understand what you're saying. Never mind. I misread that.
Behind the symbol. Dig behind the next symbol. Okay.
So number
But-
6.
But where is a number 6? What does that mean for me?
Is there anywhere that just has like 6 of something? I mean,
You've got this.
oh
symbol.
wait, that was a 5, isn't it? Isn't that the same as the?
Not quite.
Oh no, would be like upside down.
Oops.
Bruh. No, I didn't mean to do that. Thanks. I like dig where, Charlotte? Your room? Very cryptic.
Well, why
In
would
my
you
head.
dig upstairs?
I don't know. I haven't figured this out either. Nancy, shut it. No one's left me a note. I wish Nancy would let me go the fuck to sleep, I tell you that. No rest for us. Does it know that I figured out the clue, or do I need to use a mirror and it'll be like, a 6?
I don't think it. Would a mirror help with that?
I mean, because they're mirrored, like you split it down the middle and it's a. But I guess not. I guess I'm just supposed to know it. So I'm a senior detective.
Mm-hmm.
I can figure things
Yeah, I
out for
believe in
myself.
us. I mean, we did, so.
Yeah.
I feel. Are these numbers? Did I already use this? Did I do something here? Won't let me do anything. So, oh, I have a spade.
Yeah, I assumed it was
can't
like a
dig.
grave or something. That you're supposed to dig at.
I have to show.
I was trying to see if somehow that one that had a very like odd symbol above it, if maybe that was somehow a 6, but I don't think so.
Oh,
Aren't there...
wait, look.
Oh.
What is that?
Oh!
Huh.
Ah,
Oh god.
Hello?
fatal error.
What did you do?
I did what she told
Well,
me
you
to do.
dug at the wrong number, though.
I think
you
you
dug at the
dig-
3.
Yeah,
So we need to find the 6.
Alright. Oh, bitch. Charlotte,
It didn't even, like...
what's that?
that
Is that a 6?
That's definitely not a 6, Kate. You know numbers.
I don't want to keep looking. I don't know where to look. Do you think it's all down there?
I don't know.
Oh, since I tried that would have really jump scared me. For some reason, I guess I saw her little, so I knew it was coming. Otherwise, you know, everything jump scares me, Tim. Tim, what country are you in right now? Are you back here, or are you still in Scotland? Alright, bitches. Tired of your shit.
Still in Scotland. Oh. What?
Why did you have like an 11 p.m. Zoom call?
what
Yeah,
you
what
doing in
time is
Scotland?
it there?
I don't think I've heard of this news. What you doing?
Why
in
did you
Scotland?
have a 2 a.m.
It's 2 a.m.
Zoom
on
call?
Friday.
Jeez. That's wild.
I don't.
Interesting. 1 a.m. Zoom for me is 5 p.m. Vegas.
Damn.
What are you? Wait, again, what are you doing in?
He's part of like a
Oh,
like
that
a
sucks.
play festival thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Bitch, get me out of here! I know I've seen other numbers carved places, but I don't freaking remember where. Da, 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 the fuck?
I have 3 out of 4 of my syllabantes ready.
Cervantes.
Syllabantes.
My roommates probably think I'm crazy.
Well,
I don't see any sixes. Sixes?
They'd be right. I mean,
yeah, I
it's
was
fine.
gonna say it's not. Yeah.
I just want to know where to look. What about over here?
That's
Like, I
really
don't
cool,
know.
Tim.
if this place will ever be used again. Like, if it's pointless checking here.
Break a leg.
All these fucking people. Boys. Boys. That's where I just came from. Oh! Aha! Nope, fatal error. That was a 9. Motherfucker.
Kate. You know how numbers work.
Oh, I didn't realize I could go further in here. I was just being optimistic. I found it.
Found something.
No, I don't want the EMF.
Cool. A hidden
Bitch!
safe.
Cool.
I bet there's a sequence to push
I bet there's a sequence to push these in. Okay. What?
Well, let's see.
Nothing's happening. Oh. Oh.
So
Oh,
they need to.
no.
Oh, God. Oh, that's awful.
Be serious.
Well, you are a senior detective and you have 10 minutes. Oh, it shows, like, the... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Never mind. That's wrong.
But it... Oh, because that's not right. Where's another
Reset
3
levers.
top?
What does reset levers mean?
Didn't do anything. To my knowledge.
Huh. What's reset all do? Does it just put it back?
Probably.
Yeah, so what does
Okay.
reset levers mean?
Alright, so you, Malfrere, need to get up there.
Small friend.
Is that the only one that fits there? Yeah, I guess it is.
Right.
Wait, no, there's a... Oh, wait, no, that is correct, yes.
Alright. One down.
You're right, Tim.
Yeah.
But also, isn't this Nancy actor different or something like that?
Only in Midnight in Salem.
Oh, I thought this.
No, it's the same actress for all the games except the newest one.
Do they have
No,
to
but
line
this-
up
I'm just
internally
saying,
or just
she sounded
externally?
a
They
little
definitely
different this
have
time.
to internally. There's no way. Unless that's what reset levers means.
But look, because I don't see any that also have this, like, oh.
What? You can lock them
What?
in? So I guess that's what reset levers does? But then if you do that...
What is the purpose of this?
Can you not move that anymore? Like...
I would
Well, you
say
couldn't move
not.
that anyway because of...
No. It locks it in place.
Well, that doesn't seem good.
That's the only one that lines up on the outside.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me see. That's too far down. Far down. Huh. Yeah. You're right. I guess they don't, but that seems... Okay. I guess that's how that works, yeah.
No, I mean, no. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah. I guess we just have to be able to lock everything in place, and so that's why the middle doesn't matter. Except then if the middle doesn't matter, then we can just, it doesn't matter what the 4 are that are in the middle, like where they are. They can just be wherever, apparently, I guess.
I guess so.
I guess.
Unless they have to match up with the...
No,
that would be no
yeah. I don't understand. But okay. So...
Huh. This seems really fucking difficult.
It's up
2 up
one.
from where your hand is.
Oh. I thought I was up 1 from where your
That
hand
one.
is. What?
What do
No,
you...
where it's blank right
Oh,
now.
I'm
where
talking
you're-
about, well, because we skipped over 1 in that row.
Sorry, I was
Or, I
looking
mean, that
at the
column.
blank space right there.
So I gotta bring this or this down.
Yeah, so we don't know which one, so...
Alright, let's look at this. This is a lot, so where would that...
Oh,
This one?
Wait, can you
no,
bring...
no, it's not that one. It's that one.
Yeah, the one where your hand
The one
is
my
right
hand
now.
is.
Yeah, so just pull the one to the left of it down. Wait, are we doing the corners first?
Well, I don't think...
I don't know
I'm
what we're
so
doing.
confused.
I am doing
You're
nothing.
just kind of... You're just
Which-
kind of placing some of them correctly, but because of the nature of the puzzle, we have, like... you can't lock them in place and keep doing the puzzle. So,
Okay.
because
Well, I was going to say, if you...
you should get the correct one, like, finish that column, so that you don't have to touch the column anymore.
Don't have to go back.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, technically,
The column or row?
row? It doesn't
No,
matter.
the column that we have, well, we had 3 of, now I guess you have
Because
3.
we have 3
Well, we had 3 in that
Oh, I know.
column, but now we have 3 in the row, so I guess it's all the same.
No, I
But-
was doing the puzzle the same way Rebecca was.
But we've lost...
So... No,
I was
I
just
found it.
experimenting at first, so.
The one...
I-
Wait, stop moving. No.
Stop experimenting.
Hold on. Go down 1. Right
Yeah.
1.
That one needs to go
That
to the
one
left, too.
Needs to be... Exactly.
Okay,
First
I'll
column.
just reset my levers. That one's gotta go to the left.
One more.
That's my plan.
Yeah, do
I don't have a
that.
plan.
Well, that's gonna...
That
Okay.
one...
Yeah, I love these type of puzzles, and by love I mean hate, but how do I describe what you need to do? You need to get them in the right order from each other, which means
Uh-huh.
that you need to, like, remove one of them and cycle it around, kinda. So, like, scoot one of them out. No, what? What are you doing? That's the opposite of what I'm saying to do. I'm saying, like...
Okay. I didn't know.
Okay.
How was that the opposite
Okay.
of scooting one out?
Well, I don't know, but it is. Oh, wait, so
yeah,
which...
I don't know what you were necessarily
Yeah, I
trying
don't
to
know
say,
how to
but-
explain it either. Okay, actually, you know what? Go back and do what you were gonna do. I think this will work anyway. So, okay. Now, move that one over. Like, you're just gonna cycle a little bit until there's a blank space next to... Yeah, so one more. Like, move that. Okay, now you're going to cycle the... Like, move that in.
And like
And
this?
yeah, move that out. Now you're gonna cycle this until you can. No.
Put them-
No.
Yeah.
Because you have to cycle the 2 on the left so that you can move it back in. Because otherwise, it's in the same order. So like, cycle that. Yeah, move that, and then that, and then that, and then down 1. And then now you have it. Except that now you're gonna remove that one, is the problem. So, hold on. God, this is the part that always throws me, because now they're in the right order, but you can't move them. What are you supposed to do at this point? Move that out. Yeah, do that again. And now, okay, now cycle. Do the cycle. Yeah, that. There we go. Now it's in the right place. Okay. Now, there we go.
In theory, the whole column.
That whole
let me
column
just-
should be good.
I have to lock in every single lever. This is like excessive. Okay.
Okay.
So I should really do the top.
Yeah.
Or should I
well,
do
don't
column by
don't
column?
yeah, I just go I mean, it doesn't really matter, but don't lock anything in yet until you have either a whole row or a whole column because you'll have to like use it. So
Okay,
where's this
bottom,
go? This one needs to get here.
bottom row. Oh, I have another one. I just want to point it out before I forget it. Bottom row, the one that's that one. Go up to the top of the second column. I think that that doesn't
this
line
goes
up.
here.
that doesn't
No,
it
I was
doesn't.
wrong. It doesn't line up.
It's
was-
yeah,
It's that one.
one.
It's that one. Yeah.
Yeah, see if you can get
Should I
that. Yeah,
try?
get that over there.
Get that one over there.
But you're gonna run into the same problem where because you have
No.
yeah, pull it out. Good. No, but that's just putting it right back where it was.
True.
That's
Wait,
not.
hello? Why won't you unlock?
Yeah.
No,
it's
no,
okay.
that's not gonna. I mean.
Yeah.
Well,
For
does
now.
that actually is that the correct? Because either of those two will fit in that spot. So which one is supposed to be in that spot?
Oh.
I don't know that it matters.
Well, it's
Oh no, it
might.
No, it doesn't. No, because this one already has one. So I think I can.
Oh, maybe it doesn't matter.
Oh, one down. No.
I
No,
want
wait.
this.
No, never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Well, that could be either that one or the one to its left.
True.
So we have to figure out what needs to be used on the bottom.
Crap, but does one of these guys need to be down here?
Yeah, I think that corner is supposed to be. Is that corner supposed to be the one we just placed? Well, then what would have gone there instead?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah, you're. No?
third row, fourth column. That square.
Third.
I think that's supposed to be on the bottom.
Here?
Yeah, there.
Right, but what goes in the bottom right corner? That's the problem I'm having right now.
It looks like this.
Or, oh no.
I think it's.
What if
right.
it's third?
With this?
Yeah, that.
No, this one's
Oh.
not deep enough down.
No, not that one, down one.
Oh.
But we figured that had to be there because the other one that could go there is in the top right corner, and there isn't.
Oh, wait. This could go there, and then this could go there.
But what goes in the top right
and
corner?
This could go there. No, not top. Like this one. Top right corner is correct.
Okay,
I'm saying this one.
could go.
Could also
here.
go there.
Oh, it
Yeah.
could. There were 3 of them that could go there, and we only saw 2. Oh, dang it.
This is when Nancy needs a blowtorch.
Wait, but what
so
else
we
can
break
go
into
there?
safes versus opening
And
them.
go where?
Where that one was.
Here?
Yeah.
Here. This.
That one.
Oh. Those aren't those separated a little bit?
No.
Are you sure? Can you check
lines
it when
up.
you move it over? Because they look like a little
they
bit spaced out. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, dang. Okay.
So where did I just put the one that needs to go up there?
Right there. Your hand's on it.
Oh, great. How the fuck do I get that up there?
Well, no, it needs to go to the left.
No, this needs to go up
Well,
here.
not that one. Yeah, but we want to finish out that first column correctly this time.
Oh, so this one needs this.
Yeah. No, that. Yeah.
This.
That.
This. My
Wait. What?
bad.
Wait. What?
What?
Which?
So confused.
This one
Yeah.
is going here.
Okay. Well, because you
Yes.
kept pointing
Or
at
did
the
you
one
mean
above
this
it.
one?
'Cause where does that one go? Oh, that one has to go in the corner.
Goes next to
Yeah,
it.
okay,
Yeah.
I see. I hate this.
Oh my god. I don't physically know how to do
I mean,
this.
I know how to do it, but
hard
describing
to
how to do it is
explain it.
impossible.
No,
you're
I just get it right.
No, nope. You have to open up a gap before you can, and it.
Where?
I don't know how to describe it. This is.
Can you just tell me what needs to move?
Okay, well, I keep losing the right piece. Hold on. So, that needs to, okay. Second column, second row. Move.
Move it.
Okay. Now, so our goal is to get that piece that you just clicked to the left.
To here.
Right?
Over. Right
Yeah.
there.
Okay. So, it needs to be, yeah. Okay, so
Yes,
you're going to,
100%.
so first column, second row, click. Third row, click. Just keep cycling until there is a I want a space to open up. Stop. Okay. Yeah, do that. Now,
And then just rotate.
yeah. So pull that guy out, rotate this, and now pull that. Oh, wait, no, wait. Wait, why did we move that? That's gonna screw that up. Put it back. Go, second column, third row. Put it back.
Put it back.
Okay, now put it.
Second row. Put it down.
Bring this down.
Yes.
No, that's not what I was saying.
And then cycle.
Cycle what?
Never mind. Ignore me.
Put.
I don't know the terminology.
Okay. Well, it's like.
Terminology.
Okay, put that back. Put that back. Yeah, no, left. Left. First column, third row.
Oh, Lily, your mind.
First column, third row. Okay. Now, above that. Now, yeah, do that. Okay, now you're going to bring that back in there, and you're going to do that. Yeah, okay, good. Now bring that guy out of, that. Yeah,
Him?
yeah, him. Okay.
Instead of saying
that.
bring that guy out, just
Yeah.
name the column,
There.
row,
Okay,
and the
I've
column.
been
okay, so
okay,
now they're
third.
buttons.
Okay,
Okay.
third. No, what are you doing?
But isn't this the stack? This one goes here and this one goes here.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, I guess if you do a larger cycle that works. Okay. Cuz we had it, but you're doing it differently than I was doing it. There. Okay. It's fine.
Okay. So column 1 done.
Yes.
Theoretically.
Column 1 theoretically done. So lock them in and save? Because it's
Save.
9:38. So
Let's just finish
okay.
this.
Okay, well,
I don't think we can save out of this.
I think you could save while you're mid-puzzle.
Oh, you can save mid.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, these are correct in theory.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can lock the top and bottom thing of that column, but
I mean, unless we need to
Yeah, it
move
doesn't-
these again.
yeah, it's just annoying. But theoretically, those should need to move. Okay.
Do you do the out like?
What?
Never mind. I'm just thinking like of how to do it to move them around. Still, like I'm just not fully.
Okay. We should.
Fourth column, third row.
Fourth column, third row.
That one's belongs top of third column,
Okay.
right? That was the one that we were trying to get.
Mm,
Like
I
that.
believe.
No, but it doesn't.
top of.
Top of.
What do you mean?
Top of the column.
Oh, top.
Yeah.
What did you think
Row-
that meant?
row
What does
one,
top
column
mean to you, Kate?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, just do a big old cycle to get that up to the
mind.
top, I guess,
Yeah.
because nothing else, because it's not currently right.
Well, that one's currently right.
Well, like, yeah, but that's gonna move no matter what you do to get there. So
necessarily.
I'm scared.
Yeah, it does.
yeah, like there's no way for it not to move. So just do that. That's fine. I mean,
Oh, no. Okay, you don't belong.
yeah.
Up
So
there.
what
You two
does
need-
belong over there?
These two need to swap, which is
What needs to go there?
Third row, third
Oh,
column.
I see. Okay. Okay.
how do I do that?
So, yeah, move that. No. Okay. No. What you gotta do... Third row, third column. I'm just gonna say 3-3, okay? Wait.
Uh-huh.
So, third row, third column. Click it. Okay. Okay.
This one.
Okay. Now 3-4. What? No, third row, fourth column. Not see, now I can't do it that way.
You gotta say
Oh, but it's so many words. Okay. Okay, so yeah, second row, fourth column. Okay, now I've lost which one I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get the one you just moved to be up above. Okay, so you're going to move top right corner. Okay, cycle those four.
Okay.
Like, cycle that, yeah,
This?
that. No, not the
top
whole
four.
thing, just the top four. No. You had it.
Oh, this top.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, stop. And then you're going to
Stop
shift
that
that up. And then to the left, that one. Over. Above. Goes down. And now cycle, and you should be able to get it in the right place, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo!
Woo. Okay, so can you lock in the top row? Now, I don't think we should lock anything else, because I think it will we'll have to
Right.
move everything no matter what, but... Yeah.
Okay, this needs to get in the corner.
What does?
Yeah.
This.
That needs to be...
And the
Right.
one
So
to
if
the
I
right
did
of that.
this,
Okay.
this needs to stay there though. Ah! Stop it!
It's staying there. Can that just...
So that
I mean,
lines
it
up.
works. There's few things that would line up there, probably, so I don't know. But...
Oh no, I need these two to be in different spots.
Oh, no.
Can I do...
I mean...
Wait, was it these two or these two? Where
is
do you
that
think
one? Well,
It's
This
those
one?
two.
oh, wait.
That one and the one below it.
It feels like there's more than one answer now, but okay. Because that one is the same
I think I'm
as...
sure there is more than one answer.
Well, there weren't for any of the other parts. Oh, wait. No, I'm lying. There's not more than one answer. Okay. We need that to be
That.
We've done it!
That. Yeah.
Lock it in!
Do I have to lock them all in?
Walk them all in.
She's not saying anything. Do you think I have to back out? I'm scared. I turn on my flashlight. Made me do that. Do I back out?
I guess. Save? Save it. Save it.
Yeah.
Save it. Save. And Andrew, I tried doing it like an ordered pair, and then Kate switched the column and row when I said it as an ordered pair. So don't
Save and then back
don't
out,
comment
yeah.
on me. I tried not saying row and column. Can you? What happens when you?
Guys.
What?
Oh, but okay, but it's still like this.
Okay.
So what is the issue?
Is it those?
Well, where would they go?
There's no way that this would work
Yeah, like there's no.
with any other option.
Yeah, there is no other way this could have been placed.
Is she saying something that I can't
No.
hear?
Okay, just let me look at it for a second.
Me? Andrew said, "What if we come back later?" Yeah.
Well, but
I'll figure it out now.
yeah,
Yeah, I do
we gotta
kind of want
figure it out now.
We spent all
We're gonna
this time.
finish this game. This is the.
No, we're not pushing the reset levers button.
No, the levers pulls them out. Maybe the levers can't be in.
Oh.
Try it. No.
Bro.
Okay.
Bro. But the levers
They
reset.
put themselves back. So that implies that it was correct then. Since they put themselves back, right?
I feel like yes.
Since
don't
we
know.
saved, what happens if
So
you
like this could have gone here. No, it couldn't have. No, just kidding.
What happens if you reset all? I mean, I know what
No,
it does, but I'm wondering if, like...
We have already saved.
Yeah, exactly, because we saved. Will it put it back to...
I want to save again.
No, don't save again. No, I mean, you could save now, yeah, I guess.
You want me to hit reset all?
Yes. Okay, now back out of it.
Tim
I'll
asked
go
if we
back to
wanted a
it.
hint.
So you put it back. So
No,
this is
still
correct.
So what's the issue?
What...
Tim is
What is
asking
the...
if we
Does
want
the
a
clue
hint.
say anything else? Is there...
What was the clock? She just said that.
Just dig
I don't
there.
even remember what she.
You have to...
Just dig below the text and the pattern or
Yeah, I
whatever.
digged. I dug.
digged?
I digged.
I digged, and this is what came up. And she said something pattern.
Which we did. I mean, clearly this is
No,
correct.
it was-
like it
pattern
wouldn't
was
keep
in the
resetting
note.
it to this if it wasn't the correct answer.
Yeah, this is correct. The pattern was in the was on the note. It was the 6-6.
Yeah.
Right. No, but then she said something when I clicked into here.
Yeah, but it was just,
Oh.
you know, you have to place it in the right places or whatever, I assume. Well, Tim asked if we want a hint.
I mean,
It just like what I don't.
Like, I feel like the only reason I'm inclined to accept it is because I feel like it's something stupid that we're not thinking of.
Yeah, it does feel that way. Is that what it is, Tim? Is it something stupid we're just not doing? Like we just have to click something that we didn't click on or whatever?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, basically.
Yes, basically.
Okay, well, can you click on?
Kate,
Can you
you're
click
the-
on the little like curly cues in the corners? No. Is there?
Oh, you don't have
We
a
don't
note
have
for
the note
this?
for this.
What? Why would we need a note for it? We found the 6-6. Where's the note?
So, wait, where am I? Now I've got myself all
Are you
figured
saying
out.
that it's impossible for it to open?
Make sure I climb out of here. But I found it!
Yeah, you found it
With
with
a
a note.
Until you read the note, yes. And it's not the one that says dig below the 6?
Yeah, why would it say that and then not let you do
We have
the
to get a
puzzle?
second note?
A puzzle that you can do without a note. What?
Correct.
Okay, so we can't do it. Well, at least it's
I
done.
guess I'll go.
Let's just... That's... What? That's not how puzzles should work. But...
Yes. Did I do any of these?
Can't check that. Did that.
Oh, I helped Jesselyn.
you did.
Fine.
Okay.
Guess I'll just go.
Save and
Fuck yourself.
end because it's 9:50.
Yeah.
You just didn't pick the other note up. Where is it?
What does that mean? I'm gonna go pick the fucking note up. So that next fucking time we do this, I'm not even more confused. Where was the note? Was it that piece of paper on the that I tried to pick up and it was like, make it warm in here or turn the lights on?
What?
This.
Probably.
That's clear. Things could get dangerous fast.
Harper needs to know the truth. The notches of the outside levers, then lock the levers according to the following. Oh, you have to lock specific levers?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh.
Well, that's awful nice of it to leave it aligned and then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we've
so,
got it. Just I'd say go back to the
We
thing
have
and
our
save
first
on that
puzzle
puzzle so we know so we don't have to go
Yeah.
finding the puzzle.
Where
Yeah, that's true.
was I in here? Okay. Great.
Cool.
Yeah, gosh.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Yay!
All right.
Hooray.
Good night. Belated good night to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Forever.
Good night.